Hello, welcome to the streams. Hi, let's see if this works this time. Whoop. Hi, welcome to the streams, everyone. How's it sound? Is it staticky? I noticed that last time. Hi, welcome to the streams. I'm Chris. These are the streams. For anyone who's here for the Kingdom Hearts on Friday, I do apologize. We had a really good dive, but it was only after I realized that the audio was derped. Epsilion was there. You sound great. Thank you, Epsilion. Epsilion came by yesterday. Got to hang out. Really cool. He saw my new place. But he helped me to mess with it. It's the capture that goes in for the PS4, Switch, and other kinds of things. It's getting a little old, so it gets a little finicky. So we hopefully fixed it. I'm going to test it more before our next dive, but I do apologize for that for anyone who was there. It's going to have to be like that for that dive, but that was Remind for anyone who doesn't know, which is basically just a retelling of the end of 3 with a little bit extra stuff. So if it's going to mess up, I told myself whenever I realized what happened, I was like, if it's going to mess up, now's probably an okay time to do it. So it still sucks, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, so today we're going to do Final Fantasy 14. For anyone who doesn't know, my cousin Epsilion and I go through Final Fantasy 14 together. We've been doing this for a while, even before we started streaming. We're going through everything in the 3rd expansion, known as Shadowbringers. So that means there's the base game, Realm Reborn, 1st expansion, Heavensward, then Stormblood expansion. Now we're in Shadowbringers. This is where we are. We're about halfway through, maybe a little more than halfway. Please no spoilers in the chat or anything for anything past this point. Anything before this point or where we are, fully able to talk about. We don't care. You're about to backseat too. We just probably will listen, but we don't really care for the gameplay. Yeah, so that's kind of the rules for that. So yeah, without further ado, let's go on ahead and jump in and get Epsilion in here, and we'll get started. If you've been here at all, you kind of know the rule set. It's pretty much standard. All right, hold on. Okay, I'm here. Can you hear me? All right, he's getting on. Okay. Epsilion, can you hear me? There he is. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was kind of watching you like fiddle. I was like, oh, there he goes. Oh, there he goes. All right, here we go.
Yeah, I was trying
there we go.
To get my browser open properly.
Okay, so Epsilion, I apologize for asking. I really appreciate it. Can you check to make sure the audio, just because of Friday, I want to make sure there's no other issues. We're not capturing from a console, so it should be fine.
I'm trying to.
You know.
Trying to see if it's working right now. Okay,
I ain't
so
anything for granted. All right, I'll start doing some stuff.
I can hear myself. I hear you.
There we go. Doing some dancing. Make you part of my dance partner. More effects.
Characters, audio. Yep, sounds good.
Oh, great, cool, hooray! All right, so everything works. We're not capturing from a system, so it should be fine anyway. Hooray! 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 Okay, here we are.
Let me unmute all my stuff.
Okay, Epsilion. Once you get everything ready, would you like to?
Oh.
I don't know. Well, it's been a while since we dove into this place. Is there something you like to, or do you want to save it? Do you want to save it for whenever we're about to enter into, I don't know, something difficult, or do you want to show it now? Not that I know anything.
Let's just do it now, because honestly, we don't know what's gonna happen today. A little bit, so we'll probably get a dungeon or duty.
Here we go.
Probably solo duty, so let's just do it. Okay, so.
And thus, with the powers combined. He is. Oh my god! I have to do mine.
I'm trying to get the glamour plates out. Sorry, I'm having a hard time.
And don't forget that we also have the other thing. Don't forget the the enemy comes in. What do we do? Yeah, baby! Do the pose. Do the pose.
Yeah, baby!
That is the perfect outfit for you. Like, come on, man. Look at it. Fun. It's even got data in like the visor. Like,
yeah, I like
my
god. It's not data. It's like I don't know. They made like a weird like luminescent stone material, and then
it's kind of like it reminds me of Bug Eyes a bit, like Beetleborgs.
Yeah, like or Common Rider. I think that's what they're going for. Primarily. But then if you look at the back and the belt, it's the Final Fantasy 14 logo.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, Epsilion loves Kamen Rider stuff. Like, loves it. So he grew up on it.
Super Sentai is the genre.
Loves Super Sentai. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. So this is from the Moon Fair Festival. They do it every year for summer. It's actually month of August pretty much. Sometimes it's late July and going into August, but this year it's all of August pretty much. And so this year's item, the reward for doing the event this year was this outfit, and the actual event was really weird because it's like a visual novel. Like
Oh, so
you
the
just
entire game that we usually
yeah,
play.
yeah. In general, it feels like a visual novel, but this literally was like you get to help like a younger guy become the new Moonfire Festival hero. What this costume was made for originally.
That's amazing.
And so that was your job, like 2 years ago, I think. You had to help defend people and like take care of them and help people who were like overdoing it in the competition and exhausting themselves, like having heat stroke or whatever kind of thing. You had to help them.
Mm-hmm.
So they hired a new kid to do it, and he just isn't very like confident in himself. So you have to like give him advice as a seasoned veteran hero.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like the gist of it. But like the actual event was like you would walk to an area and you and the kid would look around and survey what's happening, and you could see different events going on, like different, like, oh, these people need help in different scenarios, and you got to pick, like, you as the player you got to pick which scenario to go talk about, and then each scenario had like you'd kind of spy on the people a little bit and hear what was going on, and then like based on your assumptions about what was happening, you could pick the next step you wanted the guy to do. And so it'd be like go talk to this character or this character, or like ignore the situation because it's not that bad, and like then the outcome would be different. So there's actually multiple different scenarios, and they did that for like I think it was like 4 different interactions, and then the final part of it was you encourage him, the kid, to fight like a boss mob that shows up, and you like have to give him words of encouragement. You don't actually fight at all, you just watch.
What class was he?
He was whatever this Power Ranger character was, basically. Like, it was not real because he didn't have weapons. He just fought with his fists. I guess he's a monk essentially, but
so he's like
pugilist, but like not
cute.
quite. Yeah, he did a lot of like high kicks and stuff. It was very interesting. It was basically like an episode of Kamen Rider, but you got to play along.
Epsilion.
Yeah.
What if that is foreshadowing the next class, and it is a Kamen Rider type class? How fast?
I mean,
how fast would you swap?
They basically just need to make. What is the monk turn into?
No, monk is the highest one. Monk
is the high form. Is pugilist that turns into monk?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so if they just give monk a ton of kicks, it's already that, basically. That's what it was.
No. No, I mean, like, what if they make a class that is, the Kamen Rider, not just kicks? We're talking kick of justice.
Like, do I get
the good stuff?
Do I get like a laser blaster too?
Yes.
Like, they did that. I mean,
all right. Funtimes 14. You want us to keep playing this game? You do that.
Cool add-on.
Epsilion will force us to continue.
That'd be a fun add-on. I don't know if it wouldn't change the gameplay enough to be that much more fun,
Well, Epsilion, that would require the gameplay to have any kind of differences in the classes. Anyway.
Honestly, now
at least it would look different, and that's cool.
Now, after you've said it, now I just want to look for an actual good like RPG Kamen Rider style.
What? No. DC Online was okay.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I played it. It's not bad. What I love about it is that there's one outfit layer that's your stats, and there's another entire outfit layer like plates, but you can change it anytime. Yeah, you just take it, you put it on, and it overwrites whatever is the stat one, but the stat one's still there. That was awesome.
I like the games that approach the cosmetic visual layer better than this. Like, this game's gotten a lot better about how they do it, but it's still annoying. It's such an inconvenience most of the time, and the way they decide to like why can't I visually change my character when we're out in the open? Why does it matter that I'm in a town or not? It doesn't change my stats. It doesn't make any sense.
If there's a glamour plate, you should just be able to like stick things on there, and whatever it covers immediately. There, you're done. Just like in DC, and you just take it off. It's like, okay, now it's not showing anymore. Why do I have to apply every time?
Yeah, and change my set of armor. Why do they change my set of armor to have this glamour applied to it? Like, that whole concept is so weird and doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't really help the player in the long run. Like, if I just want to have this like static visual representation of my character, let me have that.
Yeah. And not to have to I got a new piece of equipment, let me go back to the place and reapply.
A lot of RPGs don't do that because they want you to have the different visuals to show your progression. And that's fine. Like, in an RPG, it's single player especially, that your aesthetic of your character isn't.
But usually in a single player RPG, you're playing a character, not yourself, or what someone OC you made.
Whereas this is my OC that I'm
This is my OC.
Role playing as right now. I'm just kidding.
No,
But,
seriously, like people make like we
people
saw
do
the guy
that.
last time who made Joker.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like if I want to do that, I should not have to change from what I choose.
Remember the guy who played as Tommy Wiseau?
Yes, the Tommy Wiseau.
On the yeah, Behemoth is a guy who's notorious. I don't know if he's still on Behemoth. They might have switched servers, but there's a guy who would just sit on benches and look sad as Tommy Wiseau from The Room.
Freaking directorial genius, Tommy Wiseau.
Funny. What genius? Is that sarcasm? Okay.
No, man, it's incredible. Have you not seen The Room?
Yeah,
I mean...
yeah. That dark comedy definitely was intended to be a dark comedy.
Oh my god.
Definitely not meant to be a serious
If you have not go see The Room, do yourself a favor. Go watch the Nostalgia Critics review of The Room. Don't actually watch The Room. Don't actually watch The Room. Don't actually watch the thing.
I mean, I've watched it. It's not. It's funny. It's not that funny. You know, actually, don't watch it and don't watch a review of it. Just play The Room, the Flash game that was on Newgrounds, because it's basically the full experience. It actually has like extended bits for like the fans that came up with it are funnier, make it even better.
All right,
it's like River City Ransom graphics. So
oh my god,
pretty funny.
All right, so now that we have our common writer with us, 2 for 2 victory.
The rest of the
hell, I'm surprised you would never take this thing off. Like, come on, man. This would be like me finding like a bleach outfit or something. It's like, well, this is what I am now. It's like, well, this is it. Or a dinosaur outfit, or like a Godzilla outfit. Oh my god.
Why did you stand up?
Oh.
There we go.
Oh well.
Wait orders.
Oh.
Alright, where to?
Aw, you weren't staying down. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, we were about to go to Eulmore to deal with stuff for the last Light Warden. We're trying to destroy the Light Wardens and save the world from everlasting light, which is weird. But hey, inverse. But first, we're gonna do a side quest because we have to do it apparently because it's optional, not optional.
Yeah, we gotta go kill the not real Light Warden.
Yeah. So we have to kill this big Sin Eater bad thing that was from one of the heroes who fell.
Figure out where is he at now? Okay, he's in Tika Wood now.
Yeah, now he's in the wood.
You want to teleport to the Slither Bow?
Heck yeah!
I mean, I think that technically you can walk there.
That is a far way. That is.
Yeah, it's a bit of a.
That is dumb.
All right, Slither Bow it is.
This back thing shit. Oh, that's like her weapons.
Oh, weapon.
Well, like they have the weapon. I think that it was. I was looking at a character. I think she was the new class.
Oh.
The what's it called?
Can you hear that?
Not the Reaper.
What? The. What is the other class?
The one that they redid the icon for. Sage? I think it's Sage.
Can you hear that? Any noise from my side, or is it not coming through?
I got nothing.
I'm pretty sure Sasha's just like opening and closing doors a lot, and I keep hearing weird noises. She's supposed
slam doors, be angry.
Not slamming. Now she's leaving. She's gonna go while we're streaming. She's gonna go run an errand. So we were just playing Odyssey, trying to go back and get all the moons we never got because we basically speed the game at absolute minimum. And she was like, "I want to collect all the moons." I'm like, "You're mean." I want to collect all the moons, and her saying that means she wants me to collect all the moons. Like some of those are really.
I want to see you collect all the moons, like my big strong man. I want to see my big strong man.
Like, I want my brother to play my game for me because I don't know how to. That's what it feels like. Really, I'll get frustrated. She's like, "You're doing better than I would do," and I'm like, "That doesn't make it better. It's annoying."
Like, let's take away from this. Well, too bad. You're the one doing it.
So painful. Like some of the.
That's like when Dan's watching Aaron on Game Growth's like, "Oh man, you suck, but you're doing better than I would, so good luck." And Aaron's just like, "No."
Have you actually played Odyssey?
Yeah, I played Odyssey.
Did you beat all the moons and get all the side items?
I didn't get every single moon, but I got enough to get to that final world where there's a challenge world.
You only like 150 to get to the end of the game, I think, or something like that. Not even that many, maybe.
Yeah.
It's 120, and then you need, I think it's 180, and you unlock, or maybe it's 200. You unlock the dark side of the moon, the final area.
Yes, I did beat that, and I unlocked the castle, and everything.
I haven't actually. Oh yeah, I haven't done the dark side yet.
It's pretty hard. That last challenge took me a couple hours.
Yeah, we're actually 100%ing each land, so we just got to. We're in sand area now. We're like about halfway through. I think we're like 60 out of 100.
I know Mario Wonder's coming out, which looks fun, but man, I want a new 3D. Odyssey was so good.
I'm actually excited for Wonder because it looks like Mario Brothers Wii game that actually is different a little bit and fun compared to the first one was great, but like the other three that come out since then or whatever,
all the same.
They're all the same game. Just they added the like
A new
easy modes
power-up.
No, they added like one new power up. Like they added like the coin mushroom or whatever, which is stupid, and then they added like one other thing in like the deluxe version, I think, or the Wii port to the Switch that was a little bit different. But like they don't really change the actual gameplay at all enough to make it
No.
worth playing them if you already played it. And
But
then,
remember, you can play as that rabbit guy.
I don't care.
Don't you want to play as Mr. No Name Rabbit
I actually
Burglar
just want to
Man?
play four-man Toad and Toadettes. I think that's hilarious.
Oh my god. Just like bleeding ears the entire session. Oh yeah, put me on your back.
What's that in a second?
Wait.
I mean,
Kamen Rider.
Sorry.
Let me ride. Go take me for a ride.
Do not say that. What?
That's the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 music, or 3.
Sure.
Go take you for a ride.
But that expression has other meanings. I'll say
Let me ride!
Off! Alright.
Oh my gosh, your mech! Oh my god.
Yeah, doesn't really fit the Kamen Rider, but
This kind of looks like a villain a Kamen Rider would fight. You know, they're like more darkened and kind of like mechanical.
We jump on the back of the villain.
Yeah. Get off, Rider!
Where is this at exactly?
Rita Repulsa, my queen! I failed you!
Go up here, I think.
Nah, Rider. You beset me today, but next
Rita
time.
Repulsa is not a Kamen Rider. That's
no, but you know, it's
I mean, technically, Rita
Repulsa.
She's not even in Power Rangers. She's in Power Rangers. She's not even in Super Sentai. I forgot the original character's name from.
Isn't it? What's his name? The dude.
No. Like Rita Repulsa, like the character Rita Repulsa is based on. Like that's not her name, but that the witch on the moon is a real character in Super Sentai in Kaio Ranger series.
Oh.
The first Power Ranger generation is like they took the footage of that and used that for all the mech fights and most of the actual like martial arts fights. Is from the Japanese footage.
Do they have the exact same?
No.
Oh, so it's like the same series, but
they took. So actually, the first 2 seasons of Power Rangers are an amalgamation of like 2 different Power Rangers series, or sorry.
Don't they have different outfits? Couldn't you tell that like the outfits changing?
They wore really similar outfits in those 2 different runs, so it was able to kind of blur them together. And then they also tried to blur in a couple other things, and it didn't work. That's why they had like kind of rebooted a little bit, and they did a different season in the 3rd season. They'd used a different source season in the 3rd season, but yeah, like Kaio Ranger. I forgot the other name of the other Dino series that the old ones are based on.
Oh yeah, the Dino one.
That's like that's why like the Dino Megazord, the Dragon Megazord can't do anything with the original Power Rangers Megazords. There's no overlap. They just see them on screen at the same time. Essentially, like they show them in like fights and stuff together, but they're not actually able to do anything because that's from a different generation in the Japanese show.
Oh,
so it was like the next season. So they had to like kind of like they took footage from the 2nd season with the Dragon Megazord and made it fight the other one, but they couldn't actually combine. That's why when they switch over to like the White Tiger, not the White Tiger, sorry, when they get the Thunder Megazords, the ones that are like the giant Chinese mythical dragon with the Red Ranger, and then they have like the Saber-tooth Tiger becomes like the like elk antelope thing, I forgot what it's called. The Rhino, the Triceratops becomes a was it a rhino? Something like that. It's another kind of mythical blue beast. I forgot what it was now. But like all those switches, those changeovers, those are all because those things actually did combine with the Dragon Megazord in the next series. Like that was
so they're like, now we're compatible.
Yeah. So they had to get like an upgrade to fight Lord Zed.
Was that stuff? Those things were like Godzilla, right? They're like suits. They were like.
Yeah. There were people in like big foam costumes. That was
even like the running ones, like on all 4s.
Oh no, those were like claymation models. Most, or like some of them were like puppets, I guess you could say, but they were like usually stop motion filmed to make them look like they were doing those animations.
I guess with Godzilla,
and like by the 3rd season or 4th season, they started using some CGI, which looked really bad in the US. But sorry, go ahead. Godzilla what?
I was thinking like with Godzilla and Gearus, someone was in that suit, weren't they? That's a four-legged quadrupedal. Because
Oh
most
yeah, there's
Godzillas
actually um
are
oh my
bipedal,
gosh
but he's quadrupedal.
Giron, the guy with the big blade in the forehead,
Oh
he crawls
god,
around a
from
lot.
Gamera.
Yeah, from Gamera and Giron, both of those. There's behind the scenes footage of the actors crawling around all four, like they're on like the turtle body crawling around, like the lizard body
I
crawling
guess that's a
around all
lot why,
fours.
like, if you look at Gamera, he stands up a lot. I guess
Yeah,
that's why, because
yeah.
they were like, dude, I can't just be on my
Like, well,
fours.
also it wasn't as appealing if they were just laying around. Like, and it's more realistic as far as like a giant turtle, but like, can you like what would the footage look like if you just saw somebody that's like kind of turtle shuffling around on the ground for the entirety of the show or the movie? That would be boring, right? So
I guess that's
movie,
why,
so
because in Gearus, the later you go, he doesn't show up as much. I think maybe that's why they're like, look, I can't. We need to have the monsters that stand
I
up.
mean,
He's like two
at some
on
point
the
they gave up.
ground.
At some point they gave up on making them like dudes in suits, really more of like giant puppets. Because like think about like Biollante, it's just a tentacle trash monster that doesn't like it's just tons of
Yeah,
images that are like hanging on wires. Like
yeah.
they didn't even really need a person in a costume for Biollante, and they didn't for the most part. I don't think.
Did Destroya have a costume? I think he did.
I
Wow.
think Destroyer was also practical like Godzilla, and I think both of them are like on a set. I mean I think even like Mechagodzilla, they're all
Yeah,
practical.
it's
They're all just
only
practical
until
film
you get to
costumes.
like the early 2000s, I think they start to swap.
Yeah, you start
Is
seeing
that
a
was that
bit of
when
more
Power
CG.
was Saint Sentai and Power Rangers started to swap to CGI and stuff too? 2000s kind of
In the
stuff.
late '90s, early 2000s, the Japanese like a lot of like Power Rangers was early '90s, right? But that
Mm.
footage from Japan was in like the '70s, like late '70s. So it's like a dozen years old by the time it came over to the U.S. essentially. And it was not like they was all practical. They didn't have like they literally would shoot off like small fireworks when they had like the explosions and stuff. That's how they got those
Right.
effects. But like the in the U.S. at that time, like there were shows that were starting to use some CGI. Like Beast Wars was on, and that was all 3D. It was an entirely 3D show, so it was like it had CGI overlaid with real footage, and that was a bit different. But they could still like have done the entire like mecha fights, the monster mecha fights. They could have done those entirely with CG, and the audience would have been none the wiser. But they kept using the old footage because it was already made.
Mm.
But they did start, yeah, the actual Japanese Sentai shows at that time were starting to switch over to having CG enhanced. Usually a lot of the explosions were added on in post.
Okay, to actually make
Some
like
of
an
the,
explosion that doesn't have to be there by fireworks and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, that haven't actually potentially hurt somebody, yeah. And then like a lot of the,
I can
but
see
there's
that being
like,
done in post pretty
there's a lot
easy.
like hot, bright, flashy, like neon effects and stuff were added to make it look like there was like, you know, high tech powers or whatever you want to call them, or special magic powers in some cases when they're magic based. But like they had CGI to enhance it, and then I think the early 2000s when you do start seeing. I think that was when they started having more like the okay, we're gonna make the monsters and the mechs like entirely just CGI fights.
Okay.
Like they might have still had some practical stuff to kind of give it some authenticity because it does kind of add to it for the kaiju
Mm.
aesthetic. But yeah, I think a lot of it was CG towards the like especially late 2000s. It's already like and then like at that point they were adapting the current seasons almost to the U.S. for Power Rangers like in like the late 2000s to the early 2010s. I was watching I don't remember was it Dino Thunder or something with my nephews and I was blown away by the quality, how good it was, because it's literally like actual modern tech making the show, and I mean their stories were still trash, absolute like only children could watch it and
Well, yeah,
appreciate
I mean it's for
how
kids. It's like, oh
how
no,
like
the
how like unreasonable and goofy the plots
the
were. Like
bad bee monster. It's for kids.
yeah,
So.
it's worse than you think, because the Power Rangers they actually add like whole other like personal scenarios to each character and give them like these nuanced, like deeper characters so that you can
Mhm.
connect to them. But they're like still written for children, so it's like oh they're nuanced, but they're like the depth is just so fake and so goofy and not realistic for how the scenarios play out for their real lives outside of being heroes or whatever. I don't know. It's much harder to swallow than like say like a comic that was still intended for kids but actually like written in a way that like still made sense, you
Mm.
know.
Okay, I can see
Like
that.
anything for Spider-Man, even like the '60s Spider-Man comics that were kind of outrageous because it was like a 16-year-old in high school creating these like crazy chemical concoctions to solve problems. Like even that was hard pill to swallow, but like at least the way it was approached was more reasonable and justified than some of the weirdness that happens in the Power Rangers shows, even to today. Although I heard that the newest seasons that are coming out, they're going to be a little more grounded, and not like the dark gritty kind of grounded.
No,
Like
please
actually,
no.
just like they're like gonna make it so it's like a little bit more like, oh, it's a family thing. You can watch it as a family and really
Oh,
appreciate
that's
the
cute.
story.
That's nice.
Which yeah, I think that just means they hired real writers finally and stopped just like having these hacks like chop the footage together and make up whatever the hell it made sense to them at the time, kind of thing.
All right, so
Lyric.
goodbye, friend.
Who is Lyric? Oh, are we splitting already?
There you go. Party's gone because we're not
Already
allowed to
has
do
to
these
happen?
together. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, it is already. Wow. The love of
Yeah, we were at the edge of it. We almost did it
You wanna
last
read
time, but
this?
we took forever finding. That was you.
All right. Am I Lyric? Okay.
Yeah, you were.
Oh yeah, it's the pompous voice. Is right.
Yep.
If I may make one small request before we begin, please, for the love of the gods, please try not to succumb to any visions of people's past. This really could be a worse. This could not be a worse time.
He's like, please don't leave me.
Oh, this is level 80. Yeah, probably that's why we had to wait.
Oh, item level 420. What is my item level? Hold on, I'm gonna check that real quick. Real curious.
You're gonna hit that real quick. 420. Really? You just do that?
My item level is 384.
Yeah, our my level
Woo!
is
This
definitely
what's my healer? 410.
I'm in the cutscene. I'm rolling. Dude.
I'm gonna
Just
be a healer for this
You know
one. I
Worst case
can't
scenario?
because we have to be dancer. Oh no, I'll be fine.
You have to be dancer for this. You have no option.
Oh
This is,
no, it's
GG.
fine.
If we fail, just do the reroll and make it easy.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we have the easy roll. Give me the white Tanuki suit. Let's go.
Yeah, give me the super
Oh
strong.
god, please.
All right. Well, are you still with me in the here and now? Wow, he's really scared to be by himself.
Please don't. Yep, I'm
What a
not doing the
baby.
weird echo thing.
Excellent. Then we can attend to the task at hand without worry. Let us lay to rest, our fellow hunters and grant Ronda Rousey the peace a hero deserves.
Let's freaking kill him.
Ronda
Let's
Rousey.
re-kill him.
She's got the ethereal ghost
Alright,
powers.
so kill the freaking healer first. Which one is that?
The one that looks like a mage, probably, with like a white
One
pole
with the
or
staff.
The one's just called healer, so it's that easy.
Oh, great. Healer.
Here goes nothing.
God, they hurt.
Yeah, they do.
I can't believe it.
Rough.
I think defending it, we still have to deal with them first.
I'm trying to
Alright,
whittle
heal.
it down together.
Knock it off. I should be doing my bigger dance. I'll do it one side.
These stone attacks are brutal, man.
Gosh, die. Okay. Magus, kill the frickin' mage. That wasn't my big dance. Why aren't I doing my big dance? It's my big dance. I don't know.
How are they? They're focusing the warrior. What?
Yes, I see it. This one.
Why was he focusing the warrior? Why would you focus the warrior? Like, of all things.
Because if the warrior dies, we win the battle.
I guess.
Kill the mage, kill the mage.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on now, by the way. I think we're about the same spot. Hopefully we can do this. I don't know how hard the boss fight's gonna be. When I said the boss fight, I mean not the ads, the real enemy. Why is she like frozen in time? Is that something he did?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, and it makes me a little worried. Oh, jeez. Get away from each other.
Get away from each other, you mean just not being together.
Good God, that hurt.
What is this? What is this?
There's gonna be a lot, like all at once. Like a
Oh man.
real
Oh yeah,
lot.
this is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is too much, my friends. Oh. That's cool. I got healed. Did you get healed?
Maybe. Oh yeah, I did. Oh my gosh, thank you. Whoever did that.
I think it was Lurie.
I bought a lot of potions!
I think he got wrecked, and I think he healed both of us when he got wrecked.
Alright, this is it. Oh wait, no, this is the warrior one.
Yeah, no, you got 3 people to kill. I think that's 4. I think they Lurie takes out 1 person while you're taking out the first one, it seemed like. Finish this stupid mage, come on. Alright.
Alright.
You're on the warrior now?
I am on the warrior!
Wow, that's not what I was going for, but okay.
Do I get away from him?
You're down to the last one.
Yes, I do. Okay.
Yeah, if you're both purple, you gotta go for each other. That's what you're talking about. And then after that, they do like 3 other things. You have like get in different rings.
He's dead. That's it. Only 2 more to go. I'll go up on you and you kill the other knight.
No.
Oh god, get out of it, get out of it. Let's get away from the knight. See, he's telling me what to do, but it's so small, I can't freaking see it. Dang.
Yeah. Only 2 more to go.
I can do my dance.
Oh
god.
You handled the knight, what he told me. I usually have to handle
I
the
need
knight.
to do my dance, so knock it off.
You know what I mean?
What kind of dance?
Well, I have to handle the knight, I said.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's how you handle the knight, is by dancing.
I do a little dance, make it a little love. I get down tonight.
I usually just try to sleep. That usually is the best way to handle the knight.
Ow, oh god, oh. Now's our chance. What do you want me to do? Ow, that hurt. Give me my samba dance, give me my shield samba. Arrows incoming! What do you want me to do about that?
What are they doing? What is happening?
They're doing like a bunch of arrows.
Yeah, he says now it's my chance. I'm like down,
I don't know what that was about.
I'm down while it's happening. I canning do anything.
Yeah, you can't do anything during that.
Do we need to get Andrea? Is that...
No.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she's gonna just keep doing attacks like all over the area.
Oh yeah, I see.
Oh shoot, oh shoot.
I'll use Star Diver.
Star Diver!
Level 80 gives me some cool moves, man.
I mean, yeah, it's like it's a milestone level.
Yeah, 70-80 unlocks like really cool looking. I mean, like particularly for Dragoon, these are cool looking moves. Usually the Dragoon abilities are another new poke. Like it doesn't really get
new poke.
Like, now
new
I
way too
have
poke.
like much cooler looking dives than I used to have. I am laying down the damage, but this guy is so tanky.
I mean, he is a tank.
Yeah, but he's like really tanky for a tank.
This is on Andrea. Time for I don't have a dance going. Time to get my dance going.
All good folks. I don't dance. Ooh, he got blasted. Like, the light got thrown back pretty far.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah, it was like that. But I was by them. I don't think we...
Hey, Epsilion! Anyone got a light?
No. Alright, down to the Dame.
I'm putting on my samba.
You putting on your samba?
Yeah, my defense samba. Yeah, my shield samba.
Oh, I forgot you're a dancer. I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I'm a dancer. Ultimate to me, you're standing in the bubble of the damage, dude. I do not want to stand on you right now. I almost died. Holy crap.
I didn't.
I am almost dead. Please heal me.
How far do you have Andrea down?
Oh, thank God. Okay. About a fourth.
Oh, only a fourth down, or should a fourth left?
Fourth left.
Oh, okay. You're probably good. I think you do better damage output than I do.
Dancer is very up in the air. Sometimes I'll do the most damage in the world, and sometimes I'll do the least. Because it's RNG based, which normally I would hate, but this is one of the only classes I get to move around and fight with, so I'll take it. Besides, I'm not here to be min-maxed.
I mean, I'm not getting any backstabs because everybody's facing me, so I can't get backstabs.
Yeah,
so
that's a big
I'm
thing,
doing
too.
less damage. I mean, I'm using True North when I can, but it doesn't, like, always activate. No way it's useful.
Oh, I need to put on my other samba. I forgot that first samba barely goes.
Radiant Thrust.
Rest in peace, Mother Razzie. Alright, I'm done with mine.
Well,
Take your time,
why
take your
don't
time.
you brag about it?
Sorry, I didn't mean to sound like that. I was just like relieved. I was like, oh my God, thank you.
I'm just kidding. You're fine. You're fine.
See, that was actually a little bit fun, and like I had to move around and stuff a little bit. That's okay. But I still would rather like combo myself without having to do, okay, it's this metro, okay, now this one, and just like Simon says.
You shouldn't be comboing yourself.
You know what I mean. It was okay. That was alright.
Finisher.
Oh yeah! Finisher!
That wasn't even like, that wasn't even that bad. Like,
it's not, it was not.
She's not a real Light Warden though.
Yeah, she's just one of the really strong ones. Alright, go ahead.
Oh, it showed me her disappearing. Okay. We won? Even sing it and sang it. It hardly feels real.
Enjoy it, buddy. This is what victory feels like. Our Excel spreadsheets won. We smashed into her so
this
hard.
Animation. What is going on? The potato graphics. So potato.
What do you mean? This is great. Oh
What's that you got there?
Oh my God! Look at Epsilion, look at my stream. Look at her elbow.
Look at the ground. Look at that. What is the foliage texture?
God. I
This is the worst I've ever seen. I've never seen this game.
Maybe my stuff got turned down. Let me see.
No, it's like that. It's like that on mine too. It's exactly. It's this area. Like whatever they do with this instance, they made it super low res. I guess maybe they wanted the other visuals to be pretty. Sorry.
Please do that graphic update, please.
Wicked White, you're.
Oh my God, it's Ronda Rousey in the flesh.
Well, no, she's in the ghost. You're Ronda Rousey, the real Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, that's what she looks like. That's her when she gets in the ring.
She's ready to go for her UFC bout.
She's ready to bring the hurt. I'll be Ronda Rousey. All right, okay. I gotta be real. Gotta be like, I should have done. No. I should have never betrayed your trust. Never again. I swore. Never again in the ring. Bellum Quince.
She swore she'd never swear again in the ring?
The flood. Come what may, we would face it together, no matter how hard it got, how terrified I was. I betrayed the ring. I betrayed my fellow fighters. That's what it means to let someone be in your heart, knowing full well that nothing lasts forever. To welcome the fear and the pain, the sorrow, when I lost my parents, when we laid the keeper low. You felt it too, didn't you? To place our faith in a desperate, hopeless attempt to save everyone, and to see it amount to naught in the end. It's enough to bring a tear to the eye, even within a ring.
You're
the cage
visual indicator.
Pulls in. What else could we do but offer up a tiny remainder of a final, futile effort to bash against the chains of the ring, of the cage around us, even knowing that our roundhouse kids seep down were worth nothing but a few moments more.
What's this?
It's fighting talk, I think. I think it's like it's technical terms for wrestling or cage matches. I'm not entirely sure.
I don't think that's what he meant.
You gave me fear, and that fear gave me strength. That's not how it works.
Wait, there's so much I want to ask.
Pop! KO! Ding ding ding!
And I'll just pocket this crystal.
Yeah.
I don't understand. What was she talking about? Heck if I know. I don't know about that cage match stuff. I don't know about that.
That's
It's
so
not
weird.
right. It's not fair. Heroes sacrificing themselves for nothing, becoming villains, being forgotten.
Oh. Well.
That sure is a PS1 forest there.
Oh.
Thank you, insert name here. I could have never gotten this far without your help.
Epsilion, look at the frame rate on the shade passing
Yeah, I'm
across
telling
this.
you, they are forcefully making the graphics bad for this area for some reason. I don't even know, bro. I don't know. I don't understand why it's doing this from like a technical perspective. I had no idea who Ronda Rousey or any of the other warriors of light truly were. It was all ancient history to me. Why would I care who some eaters once were? I was no better than my parents, judging them out of hand, dismissing their sacrifice, not bothering to look deeper. It made it all the easier to pursue Andrea for my own amusement. I pray I've made up for it in part by helping to lay Ronda Rousey's soul to rest. What was that?
That crystal looks terrible. The close-up of the crystal for his bow looked awful.
Oh yeah, everything looks bad. Miss Olvera is probably worried sick about us both. We should return to Calusia and let her know we're all right.
Yep, great.
I'll show her this big crystal I got. I can't see it. I look
big,
like Rey Mysterio.
polygonal crystal.
On.
Wait.
You hear me?
What did you say?
I look like Rey Mysterio with this stupid mask on, and I can't take
It's
it off for
great.
cutscenes. I need to take my helmet off, I guess.
No, it's beautiful.
It's
You
making me
are.
mad. Why
the
doesn't
Blue
it have
Beetle.
a? Why doesn't it have a reveal? Why would they make this and not give it? I guess because it's a superhero. You're not gonna reveal your face. Whatever.
Yeah, you can't reveal your face.
The armor still looks great though.
Oh yeah, it still looks amazing even without the helmet.
I do look like a stereotypical like the big dude on the team in like
That's
a sentai
awesome,
show.
yeah. But you're wearing
Yeah,
red.
yeah,
That
that
can't be
look.
you. Nope. You have to be
Yeah,
like blue or
you gotta
something.
be green or blue.
Green.
Or
Nah,
black.
yeah, green or like black. Yeah,
purple.
Black Ranger. Yeah.
One of those. Like it's like a off darker shade usually.
Yeah.
All right, let me get the beast out.
The powerhouse of the group. Not the Lancer, the powerhouse.
No. Sometimes they're not the Lancer, but they're not always the strong man. Sometimes they're like the big guy, but they're like really good with the technology, or like, or they're like.
Well, that's when they're
the
trying to
trope is, like,
subvert expectations.
The other trope is like they're the cook, and they're
Yeah,
kind
but
of
they're
like a
still the
little bit pudgy.
powerhouse.
But they're usually not. They're usually like the lazy one. Like they don't do well in combat, but they have like a lot of heart. Like that's
Oh, the heart then, the heart of the group. Okay.
Yeah,
the heart
remember
can
that?
be bigger as individual.
But they're not
females.
always the heart of the team. Sometimes there's another character who's also a heart in another way. Like they do.
So they're the comic relief heart.
Usually they're comic relief. That's usually
Okay,
the
the
main
comic
role.
relief heart. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, where am I going?
Back to
yeah,
Calusia.
so-
Oh boy, we have to go all the way to. That is near Eulmore, which is where we have to go. So.
Still tied or to right?
I think
Right's-
Still Tide was closer.
Looks like right is physically closer on the map. I'm gonna try right.
Okay, try right.
I hope I'm not wrong,
I mean, if you are, it's an extra what minute?
but it was a joke because the name of the place is right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught that now.
Yeah. It doesn't.
I'm always
look
being on
like
my toes with you because you're always making them bad jokes. Them bad jokes.
Man, you mean dad jokes?
Yeah, same thing. No,
What's
puns. I mean puns, Epsilion. Specifically.
I came up with a good pun for a name the other day.
Nah, I don't
was
want
really
to. No.
excited
Oh,
about
did
it.
you forget
honestly,
it? Oh,
I honestly
man.
can't
What?
remember now.
Oh.
Like Sasha hated it, so it was definitely good. So I can't remember what it was.
My wife hated it. I knew I'd found gold.
Yeah, well, if she acts like that about it, you know it's really good. It's the same thing as Sandwich. You know, it's really good. He like
You
wants
can
to like,
just say
stab
Charles.
you.
He doesn't care.
Oh, whatever.
He's the one who doesn't care.
Carlito.
Good old Carlito. Good old Charles. Charles
Little
with Charlie
Carlito.
Whiskey. We have a friend who drinks a lot of alcohol. We call him Charlie Whiskey.
Wow.
He doesn't drink that much, actually. He's just like a fishy.
Yeah, what are you saying like
He
that?
sips on it. It looks like he drinks a lot, but he sips on it.
Wait.
We always joke he's what's his name from what's it called? Trailer Park Boys.
Trevor Boys, Julian.
Julian. Yeah, he's always got a drink in his hand.
I feel like I'm more the Julian, but
Not just saying because of
sometimes
the drink aspect.
sometimes I can do the Ricky, I guess. Pull off the Ricky.
Who's Bubbles?
I don't know. No,
Mr. Cinnamon.
No, that doesn't work. The Cinnamon's
Good old Bob. We have a friend named Bob who's
Yeah,
also always
Bob.
very odd. He's a good guy. He's fun, but he's a little odd.
Bubbles sometimes.
Can you really not visor that? Oh, I guess you can't because it's
you
like a
can't.
full
There's
thing.
no-
Yeah, because
that's what I was saying.
it's a full thing.
It's a mask. Why would
maybe you can find a
face?
headpiece that's like a common rider thing and use that instead.
I'm not about to search for another
No,
headpiece.
I'm just saying like at some point if you really want.
Maybe.
I can look for one. You know they got some.
Are you Olvera or my Olvera?
I'm Olvera.
You're old lady voices, right?
My little week in this name here. Congratulations on the job well done. Oh, yes, from one hunter to another. Yes, I was back in the day. It was really amazing in the ring. You should have seen me back before even Ronda Rousey was there. I was known as the Granny Slammy. Even back then. The good old Granny Slammy in the ring.
Please stop. Please stop. Don't say that again.
Thank you for helping Ronda Rousey to achieve a measure of peace. She was a hero to me too, inspired by Granny Slammy maneuvers, if you know what I'm saying. It broke my heart to know what had become of her.
Granny Slammy.
To have her, your legacy, tarnished so, have your world call you villain even still. But at least I can take comfort knowing she finally enjoyed a long rest after her final bout in the ring.
I'm not even advancing the dialogue. I'm so distracted.
What do you mean, why?
That's a terrible expression. Why you keep picking these awful things to say.
I was trying to pick something. I was like, oh, she's great.
Whatever others may say, we will preserve the truth in story and song. Ronda Rousey, the bravest hunter there ever was, and more importantly, a true friend to those she held dear. I almost said she shed tear.
She shed tears for those she held dear.
Yeah, I was gonna make a rhyme, turn into an epitaph. I can only hope to measure up to her example someday. For now, however, I say we return to the Crystarium and raise a glass in celebration.
You're paying, of course, right? I'm cut off.
Yeah, what money? Where are you getting money for drinks?
And now we have to go back to Crystarium. Yay!
And Olvera just stands here poor and upset. Still. Alright,
now we have to go back to the Crystarium.
Burned my finger earlier and the skin's peeling
off. Oh, please make it stop.
Alright.
Why?
We're just gonna teleport, aren't we?
Just teleport. Isn't that my sanctuary?
It's no wait, is it your? I don't know if it's your sanctuary. I have reduced cost. I think I favorited it or whatever.
My sanctuary.
It's only 150, so even if it was not your sanctuary.
Oh, Mr. Fancy Money Man's over here for 150.
Okay.
No.
Get off your high horse or your low horse or whatever.
I'm poor. Feel bad for me. Where do we go? I forgot. The rookery?
The pendants.
The pendants. The pendants. The package.
We go to our celebration table with all the food on it.
What is a celebration table? I don't know. Over here. It's over here. Alright.
I'm literally sitting at it. I don't know why.
Alright, here we go. I got lost.
Look at this spread. Look at that giant duck turkey thing, whatever it is. Don't stand on it. What's wrong with you?
Turducken.
Oh, get your panda off the turkey. That's disgusting.
Fruit's dumb. Walk over the fruit. Don't care. What you got to say, boy?
Okay.
What's he got to say?
Endress bounty has been paid to us in full, my friend. I don't know why I just went kind of serious there, sorry. So come, let us eat, drink, and be merry.
This time for the right reasons. Ha 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 ha.
Bird the
virgin.
Put the chicken in the basket.
Here's your food. Thank you for showing the mercy for today the rest.
Yeah, you need to pick a character to be Swedish chef.
Oh, that's going to happen. Don't you worry.
Oh, man.
I will resume. I will resurrect my 4th grade play abilities.
Wow. I've been meaning to ask, insert name here, but I have the impression you are rather more acquainted with these Warriors of Light than you've been letting on. What exactly do you know about them?
I'm a Warrior of Light. I'm the
They're
original. I'm the good one.
bunch.
They
They're
failed.
not even the Warriors of Light. They're the Warriors of Darkness, and they suck. And I win, and I'm better than them.
I'm the Warrior of Darkness now because they failed at the role, so I'm taking that one up too.
I'm both. I'm light
I'm
and dark.
literally filling all the
I'm
slack.
big. You're small. I'm smart. You're dumb.
That's a Disney villain song right there, or at least like a animated dream work.
It's from Matilda, actually, the live action one.
Oh, I love Matilda. What a great freaking movie and slash book.
I never saw the Netflix remake of it though.
There's a Netflix remake? Wow.
Yeah, they redid it. I'm pretty sure it was Netflix.
But he doesn't have Danny DeVito.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, for shame.
That is so preposterous a tale that I have no choice but to assume it is true. Offering up their lives to first cross the rift, then to halt the flood, wicked white. It must have taken so much courage to see through it in those final moments. A courage born not of desire for glory or dedication to an ideal, but of fear and love for those whom she had forged unshakable bonds, her comrades. Yeah, Ronda Rousey was a noble character.
She was a noble fighter. Her roundhouse kick was like 1,000 arrows to the knee.
It made Chuck Norris cry. Right. I won't pretend that we have anything even approaching such a powerful connection, but I would like to think that if you were in mortal peril, that I would fly to your side without hesitation.
Aww.
Alright, calm down, buddy. We ain't boyfriend girlfriend here.
That's sweet. That's sweet though. That's sweet though.
Having said that, if I were tested as Ronda Rousey were, if I were challenged to offer up my life for others, without even knowing if it would amount to aught, I doubt I could rise to the occasion.
I'm a wuss.
I am a child and a fool who knows little of the world. I have been coddled and spoiled, and have only just tasted the bitter fruits of life that you and countless others sup on daily. Sup on daily, sorry.
We sup it. I sup it up.
You are made of sterner stuff, insert name here, far sterner than me, and that is why I know I can never walk your path. Do you wish you could? No shame in that.
Whatever you want, I'll do the other one.
I don't care either, honestly. They're about the same. Probably the same.
I'll do my counseling out. Do you wish you could? Always ask questions. Find the deeper reasons.
I kind of like the no shame in that. I like the no shame in that. Reassure him that it doesn't matter. He has his own path.
So for me, he says...
Oh, yours is different.
How could I not? I cannot recall a time I have felt happier and more alive than when I traveled with you. Sorry,
this font's a bit tiny on the screen.
No, I got you. What does
yours
say?
Mine, he says, oh, but there is. I cannot recall a time I have felt happier and more alive than when I traveled with you.
Okay.
Slightly different. But the rest is probably the same.
Yep.
But you have countless other journeys ahead of you, don't you? For you are destined for greater challenges.
If Yoshi P has anything to say about it, we do.
Yeah, was it 5 more expansions? What do you say?
Oh my god.
It's like 3 or 5, something like that. Whereas I am suited to rather more pedestrian affairs. Know your limits, as Miss Olvera used to say. Meeting her again after all these years, seeing how much older and more frail she'd become, made me realize how little time together we have left. She shouldn't have to live out her days living alone in a squalor. I have decided it will not be so. I shall return to Calusia and attend to her needs, for I would do my utmost to repay the love and kindness that made me the man I am today.
Take care of widows and orphans is true religion. Wow. All right, good job, dude. Good job.
He's actually a good guy, yeah.
That's a high calling.
He really came around from being a spoiled brat.
That's character development right there.
Therefore, though it pains me to say it, I fear this celebration must also mark the end, or at the very least, a tentative suspension of the glorious partnership that was and insert name here, Bounty Hunters Extraordinaire.
Oh, yeah.
Should you ever find yourself in Calusia, however, do come and pay us a visit.
Please don't present yourself.
I'll be living in the shack, just outside of town. You'll love it.
God, we have beige trimmings on the walls. It's like dead and lost. That has been like.
Do it.
Okay, we did it. We did it. Yay! Okay, mandatory side quest done. Now we don't have to worry about that being an issue.
You say mandatory?
Yeah, remember we had to do this. It was a side quest. We had to pick one of them and do them. You had to pick one. You had to be like, well, you have to do that one. Because that's what it said. It was like, well, in order to finish this expansion, you must pick one of these mandatory side quests and do them. And it's like, okay. Okay. So now we got to go to the ocular, which I don't remember what that is.
Second.
Oh yeah, that's here, so it's the Dorsal Gate. Okay, great. Yeah, we're about to head out. Okay.
The Dawson Fin.
The Dawson Fin.
I don't know why it did
Slipper, slipper, faster than light.
The warp internet shard and warping to Dorsal Gate, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, Dorsal Gate. Do it. Do it.
Warp me. Oh, it's raining. Oh, comment.
Warp me.
Oh, my
Warp
shit.
me. Alright, so where we gonna
So
go?
you don't get all rained on. Fire types don't do well like that. Alright, where's it going? Where are we going? What? Dorsal Gate? Alright, it's over here. Nope,
Head
yeah,
to the
over here.
Ocula. Head to the Ocula.
Yeah, it's in here. Okay, yeah. We gotta go talk to XR. Yeah.
Yeah, XR.
Voice cutscene probably. Alright, here we go.
Oh my gosh, stop running. Sorry.
Blah, 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 blah,
I
blah, blah,
didn't read his dollar.
blah, 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 blah. Voice. Pay them.
Pay me.
Look at us walking in a hero.
That's
This frickin'
Saunter.
dude. Look at this dude.
There you are.
That's
Oh,
May
yes.
I assume you've had your fill of rest?
We have. We did a side quest. We're good to go.
That is well. Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan.
D-Day.
Thus far, we have vanquished 4 Light Wardens, restoring night to much of Norvrant. Only one remains, that of Calusia. And with Reen to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
Reen. Now out of the corner, into the light. Not into light, into the night.
Yeah.
We're so
Out of the light
close
into the
now.
night.
If we can just take care of this one last warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Norvrant once and for all.
Imagine it just dissipated at that point.
It will be a new beginning for the
Nice.
first. A chance for the people to rebuild their world.
In short, a prize worth fighting for.
I am ready to step
And in
forward.
thus delivering the first from
Prize
destruction,
worth fighting
so too shall we
for.
unsow the seeds of the
Amen.
8th umbral calamity.
Do you hear?
Yeah,
Your
unsow
dreams
the
of
seeds of the
rejoining
eighth
is in
calamity,
jeopardy.
really.
Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
Yeah, pull a bad guy move. Come on, do your thing. Be the bad guy. Do your bad guy.
Yeah, be the bad guy. You gotta be the bad guy.
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world. It is not.
It's still banned though.
In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins.
Look at this dude.
Sounds like a sore loser to me. I was like, well.
'Twould be churlish of me to deny you this small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm.
Oh, we'll make you a good guy yet, but we won't.
Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it. Alas, your nobility is short-sighted. You think only of the problem in front of your nose.
Next right thing, the next best step. That's biblical, bitch. Trying to
A
control
limitation
more
of
is
your
arrogance.
ephemeral existence.
Keep thinking like that, watch where it ends you up.
Our lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Ascians are special. That is another misconception.
Sure,
In the
act like it.
beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, This was taken from you.
We going biblical. That's our own fault that we don't anymore. Garden, we left on our own accord. Well, not really, but we chose it. But I know it's fiction, but it's just like, what are you getting at? Oh, look at him. Oh, look at this dude. He's so mean.
You won't object if I borrow your plaything?
Leave.
In the distant past, when the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life.
This is getting eerily similar to Kingdom Hearts' deep lore.
It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land.
Darkness came. Okay, got it.
Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored. Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hyde.
So, Zodiac and Hydaelyn are just primals as well, because they came from the people and the wishes. So the question is, where did the original chaos come from? Like, the world was fine, then chaos, like, seeped into it.
Yeah.
Where did that come
we need
from?
to know that.
In Kingdom Hearts, I'm just saying it because it is another Square Enix game. It technically is. In that, it was darkness technically existed on the other side to the world of dark, and the Master of Masters incited the incident himself because he knew one day it would come anyway to get things to break apart for the eventually Child's Destiny to solve the problem. So because there was a threat at one point, he was like, well, I'll cause the threat to solve the threat. It was stupid. We don't know what his stuff is. But here, it doesn't sound like they incited it. It sounds like it just came. So the question is...
At least from the perspective of the Ascians, they don't know what caused the chaos. They tried to
subdue it, control it.
Yeah, control it or like, to push it off by using Zodiac, but that didn't...
Which is foolish, because you're trying to control something that's upon you, and it creates its own problem. I get that. But where did it come... Like, why was the original issue there? Because you mentioned chaos, so there was order, and then something disarrayed it.
Yeah,
so,
this is by far the most detail we've gotten about this part of the history.
Yes.
Like, we got that little glimpse of it in the murals in the walls earlier in this expansion, but this is the most we've seen so far. Hopefully,
it was very interesting.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Yes, yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe.
What does enervate mean? What does enervate mean? What's that word? Enervate. Cause someone to feel drained of energy or vitality. Weaken. Oh, it's like a leech.
Yeah, to take the strength from them.
Oh, that's pretty cool. It's what's his name in From the Shadows? He enervates people with boredom. The boredom vampire or whatever.
Colin Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah. For example.
This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence.
Okay, singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh. Okay, it doesn't just go for flesh, it can flesh and blood. Everything in existence that defines the target, so she dilutes things.
For example, were she to strike you, two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects, strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved.
So Hydaelyn's power
divides?
Creates multiples, weakens by dividing.
Do you see? This self-same fate befell not only Zodiac, At the very
Oh,
start.
that's why there's multiple worlds.
Yeah.
She split it to stop the problem.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. That's nice. I like that. That's interesting. Okay. The source and then everything
Only
else. All right.
3 were fortunate enough to escape the Sundering. Me being one of them. When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair. The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant
That's
of their
why people
past.
don't live forever anymore, because everyone, beings themselves, are now split.
14 ways.
Yeah, so now they're just super weakened versions of like. Yeah. Okay.
Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about.
Yeah. Okay.
Pitiful, disturbing, depressing. So,
Okay.
we took it upon ourselves to rejoin the worlds. But in our eagerness and, I confess, our ignorance, we erred and made a useless void of the 13th.
Oh. They screwed it up.
It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard. A flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi.
From a purely Ascian standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical. But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions, and this we cannot condone.
Yeah.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity.
They're doing the ends justify the means.
But yes, moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo, I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you.
What a bit. That's funny. You guys aren't actually real people because you're semblances of what you're supposed to be. So really, if you die, it's not really losing anything because you're not really real. So this is what happens when people start to not prioritize people as people. And that's why we're the good guys when we do the next right thing. Even if it looks kind of stupid, we just focus on what's right in the moment, which is what's
Oh,
important.
don't look at me like that. You for whom I have only the highest expectations.
Dude, frickin'.
Look at this dude.
A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined.
Oh.
Long have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over. So, finish your task and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
Yeah, so because we've been able to beat everything.
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not
Hi,
wait.
Lena. Oh.
Mommy? Sorry.
No, there's no
Mommy?
need to wait.
Sorry.
No, sweetie. I was about to sorry, it doesn't matter what I'm saying. What are you saying, sweetie?
Speak freely, Captain.
Yeah, speak. Oh, speak on.
Our informant in Colusia
Thanks, so
sends
creepy.
word of unusual activity in Eulmore.
Oh my god, good eye to bring that to us. You know, that's the kind of forthrightness. See, Mr. Ascian boy, not all beings of their own world are worthless. Then we have this beautiful woman here. You see, she is the embodiment of strength and wisdom.
It appears
And
their
beauty,
forces
beauty.
are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
Eulmore is getting impatient.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vorthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
No. He knows we won't attack him anyway.
You think he's harboring the Light Warden inside the city walls? Even if he does have some means of controlling the Sin Eaters, wouldn't that be a little risky?
I don't give a crap. He's arrogant.
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Eulmorans will be.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Calusia. God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
We should begin by assembling in Rite. There we may assess the situation in Eulmore and decide how best to proceed.
You got it. We'll go to the right path. Like Epsilion said before, the right one. Yes. What's going on? Yeah, so he's interested in us because we've done rejoining of like amassing stuff into us becoming more real, like he puts it, because we're like becoming more of like a perfected human being, a human, because we pick whatever over and over again, proving that, oh, you're like one of the ones who's doing what's supposed to be. Okay, cool. We can like let's work together, make things as they're supposed to be. Great. I was like, no, Lena, how you doing, bro? We've spoken for a while, have we? That's aftermath. No, we have not. I missed you. I missed speaking. Did you miss speaking to me? I missed speaking to you. This year I'm fully recovered. Do my utmost support. Oh, I appreciate, girl. I appreciate that support.
You've been a girl? What?
You are. No, I'm talking to my wife.
You said you've been a girl though.
Okay, where's my beautiful? Where's the special one? I know it's so girl. The best. Alright, well, I'm gonna see you. Okay? Alright, okay. Alright, so yeah. Sorry, this is important. This is important reuniting. Important conversation I had to have there.
Creepy.
But yeah, so that's why they're interested in us, because we're like what they think. We're getting closer to what like things were, like someone being a complete being kind of thing. They're like, oh, you're doing it. Oh my god. Yeah. That's why they're letting us do all this, because like, can they go further? Oh yeah, they did the whole thing. They beat all Light Wardens. Okay, yeah, yep, they're the one. All right, cool.
All right, so we gotta go to
crazy butt.
Right again.
Yeah, you gotta go to the right. Go to the right. 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 Left kick. Left kick.
What?
That one song. Now I should get the.
Oh, that.
That song. That one.
Okay.
Oh, he's right here. That's our boy. Ah, I get to be Alfie now. Okay.
Little Alfie, no. That's what I was voice actor this time. Where am I gonna be?
Ah, there you are in certain area. The others have gone ahead to reconnoiter. The boy's already starting to use words.
Reconnoiter?
Does that mean like reconnaissance?
Yeah, do reconnaissance.
Okay, cool. Reconnoiter Gate Town. Go look that one up, why don't you? We are to follow shortly. I couldn't find a synonymous word for shortly that's more smart. It has been a while, has it not? Since the two of us infiltrated Eulmore. Oh, the good old days. Why, I remember when I was just collecting firewood, and now I'm an infiltrating spy into the enemy base. Since we faced Lord Valthree, I felt such fury as I have never felt before. Why, I almost fumed on the ear tips.
What?
His actions are unconscionable, of course, and any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified. I was right to feel upset and to be angry. Why, I might punch him in his paunch, his overly fed paunch every once in a while, once I see him face to face. Yet, mingled with my rage, there was something else. At first I wasn't sure what it was, but in the course of our struggles, I found the answer. In Valthry's self-righteousness, in his absolute belief that he, and he alone, is to cure the world's ills, I saw a reflection of myself. I remember when I used to be pudgy as well. I'd lost a lot of weight back then, and it brought the memories of all my past follies flooding back. Oh, my ignorance of the past. Oh, my tiny, naive mind. He is the vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was, and having shared in his affliction, I feel duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth with a smack of the book to his face. My diary, holding all my woes, I will lay it upon him, and he may beget my life journey, thus inspiring himself for redemption.
Is that what his weapon is as a scholar? He doesn't actually use a book, he just uses his own diary.
Diary. This is dear diary. He's just like reading it out in the middle of the battlefield. Today, Alice made fun of me again. I have a mind to... And just like visions of his like crying face throw water magic at the enemies. Whether he will accept it with good grace I did is another question. What is it, Reen? Do you sense the Light Warden? Is she there? Reen, not Rhine, even though that'd be the rhyme in time. I'm not sure. The aura is different. That's because it's Valkyrie. He's the Light Warden. Perhaps if we were a little closer. 'Tis time we made our own way in any case. Let us join our comrades in Gate Town. Insert name here as a precaution. May I ask you to go first to ensure the path is clear. I would do it, but as we determined before, I'm still growing in myself, and I'm rather a wimp, as it were. The closer we are to Eulmore, the more I worry that Rhine may be recognized. If you see any prying eyes on the way, pray encourage their owners to look elsewhere. What do you mean recognized? She's got different hair color and pupils.
I mean, she's not. I don't know. It's like a.
Change your outfit, girl. That'll help.
Outfits do change. That'll probably help a lot. But yeah, otherwise, yeah.
Change your outfit to black. That's our whole point. Is we're doing the Black Knight Warden stuff. Remember, we're all doing that now.
Black Knight Warden.
Do that, and then we'll be fine. You know, we're all wearing black now because we're the Warriors of Darkness and all that.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay.
No, you're a warrior of awesomeness. You're a warrior of metal. Oh, no, you're bravery. Your courage, because you're red.
So you gotta speak with people in routes. Let's get.
Freaking Taichi'd it. Aguman Shinka!
What?
You're red, your courage.
Yeah.
Although
that's
that crest was more orange-ish, but
they don't have anything else though. I guess you can dye it.
Can you dye it?
I assume. I haven't looked at it though. Can you? I guess I can look at the item and see, right?
Because if you could, I could get one that could be 2 warrior thingies. Oh wait, it might already be over. Oh wow.
I think it ends today actually, so you can go do it. It
only takes
like 10 minutes fast, 15 minutes tops. I don't know how do I see if it's dyeable once it's become a
right click it and then go to dye, and that'll let you know if it is dyeable. If dye is grayed out, you can't. You have to go on your character, like.
Yeah, I'm on the character looking at one of the pieces, and it says for my body, my actual body, it says I can dye it, but it doesn't say that the glamour plate can be dyed. So I don't know how that works.
Forgot how that works with the plates.
I think you have to dye it before you make it into glamour plates. I probably screwed that up, so I can't really.
No, if you go in the plate, you can dye what the plate is. Okay. Yes, you can. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, you're gonna be a Rogdian.
Lord Valkyrie, we hear, we obey. Ah!
Oh no!
I did not expect this.
Oh, hold on, I gotta make you my.
I'm not gonna do anything. You can't control.
I was gonna make you my battle partner, but it's not right now.
Okay.
Alright, okay.
Gotta wander around in this area, I think, to find the other.
Do we know where they are? Or is it like on the map?
So yeah, there's a circle where we are right now, and it's pretty big. And there's a slightly smaller one that's to the east of us, but I wonder if there's someone else in this area. Just trying to look around a bit.
Yeah.
That's an island rail.
I'm guessing it must be like closer to town? Maybe not.
Yeah, there's only 2 circles, right?
Yeah, there's 3 things total in 2 circles. So There's got to
thought
be
maybe
one
it'd be
in the
another
bigger,
one.
in the smaller one.
Yeah, I thought there'd be 2 in the big one and 1. Yeah, that's what I was thinking exactly. I thought there'd be another one here somewhere. I haven't seen anybody else.
Well, it says en route to the town, so where's the town?
Oh wait, there they are. There we passed them.
Oh, you found it? You found it?
Yeah, Delirious Youth. Yeah, right here.
Okay, I'm coming.
Where you at? You ran far away. Yeah, that's right here. I just missed this.
I ran so far away.
Ready?
Yeah, right.
You hail the civilian, but he does not respond and continues his incoherent rambling.
Cool.
Alright, so that one didn't turn into a fight at least. Let's go back on the map.
So the last one's got to be in that last bubble. Just
Yeah,
en route.
sure.
Yeah, because that's en route.
Actually, the big one's gone too. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is en route. So this will be like the final one.
Yep.
Okay.
What the heck is that? German ant. It's a weird looking monster. Doesn't look like a German ant to me. Oh.
I'm trying to think of speaking in German as like a female voice for a German aunt. You get it? But I'm not Charles. I don't know German.
Long live Lord Vothry. Long live Lord Vothry. Okay.
I'm gonna think you guys all go cuckoo crazy. Oh, did you hear that Charles Martin name was being replaced?
Who? What? Oh yeah. Oh, is he being replaced or did he retire?
He might have retired.
I got the impression that he willfully was like, I'm stepping out. I honestly feel like they probably did it though because of the movie. I still wonder about that when I heard this. Where I was like,
please don't be Chris Pratt. Please don't be Chris Pratt.
Yeah, was it like? Is it? Yeah, they're gonna make Chris Pratt be the new voice of Mario.
I mean, I don't hate Chris Pratt. I love Chris Pratt. He's a good Christian guy, actually, from what I understand. And he's not a bad actor, but I don't want him for Mario. I want something akin to Charles Martin. What the freaking guy has been doing it for 30 years.
I don't mind them stepping away from the Italian accent, I guess, honestly.
Oh, but it's so iconic.
Like, I understand because he's from New York. It doesn't make sense for him to have a strong Italian accent.
But he's a Mario.
I mean, that's what the character sounds like. But if you want to change it, I can kind of understand.
But wahoo, though.
You can still wahoo. Man,
wahoo! I'm from Brooklyn. Wahoo, yeah. I'm a Mario. You want that?
They're prairie dogs wahoo, and they're from out west. So
wahoo!
Anybody can wahoo. Wahoo! Anybody can wahoo.
That still sounded like Mario. Oh my god.
That wasn't an Italian accent. I was just saying wahoo. Wahoo.
But it still sounded like him, like in that
last
inflection.
You can still sound like that. You can still sound like that. That's not.
With the Brooklyn? Come on, this is gonna be too meatball.
Playing Odyssey, when you're idle, he falls asleep and he starts dreaming about pasta. He just says different names of pasta the whole time.
Yeah, he did that in Mario 64.
I don't remember that. He talks in Mario 64?
Yes, spaghetti. Yeah, that was from Mario 64. He'd fall asleep and start speaking about pasta. He's Italian.
He lists like 20 different pastas. I was like, what the heck? This is stupid. I forgot he did that in 64. I guess I never lived idle in 64 long enough to know that or forgot.
I used to go to sleep right beside the clock. I don't know why, but like right beside the clock.
All right. Good of you to join. Oh, sorry. That's thank you.
You're fine, yeah. Oh, yep.
Good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. I take it you noticed the people behaving strangely on the path. It's more of the same here. Ishtola and Alice are investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say.
I'll take the
sausage links.
I want the sausage links.
Dongo. That's some mushrooms here. That was a dongo.
Mushrooms here. I'll take the baked
Night World Silver Piece.
No, this is what I need. I need the mushroom, unfortunately. I
think the sausage is
I don't like mushrooms.
Actually.
I'm Mario, I don't like mushrooms.
Mushrooms are delicious. Ouranger is trying to make sense of the strange phenomena afflicting the residents of Cape Town.
This might be bad. This sounds bad. Look at that.
This sounds like cultist stuff.
One of us.
Yeah, why are some people affected with some aren't?
Strange.
Maybe those who have been...
Passing strange.
No, because these people shouldn't have been in them.
By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vothry's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects. It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
So what's the variable?
Curiouser and curiouser.
Did you really just do the Alice? Oh my god, Alfino, you are
Yeah.
male Alice. Oh my god, this boy.
We met with no trouble en route. My thanks for securing the way.
Grunt work.
But given the state of the
101.
townsfolk, I see we were never in any danger of being recognized.
Interesting.
What can you tell us from here?
Yes, father.
Papa.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the other one.
I sense a powerful eater
That's it.
in the uppermost reaches of the city.
Is it that girl? Is it that girl eater? Is it that one eater who was lounging? I don't know that one. Is she up there? Is she up?
But there's something different about it. Its light is impure.
Freaking Mothery.
We need to get
Light
closer.
is impure.
Oh god.
The heck?
Oh, so that one's Alfino. Well, unless you're triplets.
Oh, it's the one dude.
What are you doing here?
The dude who we helped whenever he was about to get killed. Remember?
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about, so I accosted him, only to have him call me Alfino. I thought it best to bring him along.
I have boobs, thank you. Barely, but still.
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me. See, after you saved my life in Eulmore, I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave, not without paying you back.
Aw, Kashir.
So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things. And whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
Thank you, Kashir.
That took
That's
no
very
small
kind.
amount of courage. Well
Thank
done.
you, Kashir. You're a good guy. You're the
I
best.
assume you saw what happened.
Right, so an airship flew in a bit ago, and not long after, 4-3 starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here. Geezer
very
was
upset.
doing his nut, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
Excuse me, what? What were these phrases? Have you gotten to where I am?
Nick this pie? Is that the one you're...
Giza was doing his nut! Nicked his
that's
pie!
weird.
I don't like any of this.
I don't know what
I
doing his
don't-
nut means.
I don't-
Nicked his pie is like someone stole it. That's fine. That's a... Like, nicked is
No,
a way of saying...
normally
stole
it's
it.
fine, but when it's placed after Giza was doing his nut, I don't like this. I don't want this.
'Tis like the
Okay,
airship
I
bore
got
the
it.
soldiers sent to
Sorry.
thwart our efforts in Armorang.
Be right back, okay?
Okay. Do you want me to keep going or wait? Wait, no, you didn't tell me. Oh my god, you didn't tell me. Oh no. Yeah, so like Vothri, let's theory craft, even though I don't like theory crafting. Vothri, we've been guessing he's the Sin Eater itself. I think he is. And now that I think about it, he probably doesn't know he is. He probably had some kind of instance that transformed him and he didn't realize, and then all of a sudden they just started to bow to him. He's like, oh, I must be amazing. And he doesn't realize, like, he's a Sin Eater. And so that's why his light's impure, because he's just like, he's a Sin Eater with will as a person. And because people are sinful, hello. And he's very sinful. It's like made the light impure, you know, but it still counts because he's a Sin Eater. So now he's just kind of going with it. He doesn't care, you know, because he wants himself. And, oh, I want my things, you know, so whatever. So he's a giant baby. So, giant fat, big baby. He's a big baby. So, like, yeah, I think that's what he is. That probably makes sense. That's why like they all like go around him and like are fine with it. And I'm still very curious. I like how they teased it but haven't like shown what it is. I'm still very curious about what happens to the people whenever they ascend. Remember that crap? Does he just like eat them? Is that why he's so fat? Like he's engorged? Like by just like eating people because they're aether basically, and just like amassing the light about it. I don't know. Like that seems weird to me. Very curious about what it would be. Ugh. But yeah. So yeah, this arc, I definitely will say Shadowbringers is very good. It's cool that we're getting overarching backstory of the entire world, and like there is pieces that are coming together. There is like a completed structure of the storytelling. You know, like the people actually care about like making a through-in story with the beginning and end. Well, beginning and through-in. I won't say end because they're releasing 15 million expansions. This is my problem with like never-ending stuff. Like you have to have an ending in order for anything to matter, because you can't just have ties. I guess you could have new ties that come up and threads that go on forever with threads coming together, but then new threads. But eventually you gotta have closure for the whole thing. Like, yes, a fictional world will continue even after a story is done, so there can always be dangers and issues, fine. But usually there's a character that's in an overarching issue because there's a grand threat, right? Like there's an issue or grand reason that needs to be resolved. And then once it's resolved, there's a status quo of peace that's established. Maybe not perfection, but peace to some degree. You can go past that and have little issues that pop up, I guess, but there has to be a resolution to most of the big issue problem thing. So right now it seems to be the cojoining and the Ascians trying to revive Zodiark, and what probably the big issue will be whatever initially started the chaos, like we talked about on the source. So I get that. And sure, maybe we're not even, maybe, because remember, we're only in Shadowbringers, there's Endwalker after this, and then there's the new one coming out. So maybe it's not even resolved by that point. Maybe we just resolve the cojoining issue, or the Ascian issue to a large degree. We defeat Zodiark or something. Maybe even go that far. But even with that done, yes, there's the, well, what originally caused the chaos, and that could rear its ugly head again, right? Like, okay, that's fair. But with that being, it's like for Kingdom Hearts, it's like, yeah, we defeat, spoilers for Kingdom Hearts 3, we're at the end now, if you haven't seen them. They're all out, except for the finale of the finale, which will be done soon, maybe this coming weekend, don't know, where we go into where we're going. But Xehanort and his issues are gone. Like, yes, we defeated Xehanort, but there's still the overarching darkness itself and the initial problem that was created by Master of Masters doing that. Sure. With this, it looks like whatever did the chaos in the first place. Fair enough. But my question is, first off, how long will it take us to get to that and defeat that? And will we ever get to that? But by what they're doing, it seems like they're willing to do that at some point, which is good. That's good. But with that being said, even if we get there, like, let's say we get to whatever that is and we resolve it, great. Now what? Like, then the game should be done. Like, Final Fantasy XIV should be finished at that point, because that's the big thread, the underlying thread of everything. It's finished. Sure, there's still badness and selfishness and sin, because human beings and stuff, fine. But, like, the overarching issue's gone. Now we can deal with, like, oh, you can have, like, little smaller threats for the game to go forward, I suppose, but, like, if they wanted to, but the main series is done, you know? Like, the game itself is finished. My worry is that either A, we'll never get to that, but I think we will, because it looks like they're bringing stuff from the past up. I don't know how long. People make fun of One Piece for being forever, and this thing's gonna... But, getting to that, like the taking care of the initial chaos issue, whatever did that, sure. So my first worry is not getting to it, which I think we will. My second worry is, okay, if we get to it and we resolve it, that they're gonna go, oh, well, now there's this problem. You see, we didn't cover that there was a... And it's like, okay, now you're retconning. It's stupid. And that just forces the story to keep going because more money and stuff, which I get. But at that point, just make a new MMO. Make an entirely new story at that point. Like, that's my argument, is that, like, whenever you finish a good story you've made, finish it. And if you want to keep making something, make a new story. Your authorship has already been established through the great work you've done. People are going to see that your name's on it, so they're going to go see it. Studio Ghibli does this. When he makes anything new, we're all like, heck yeah, let's go. It's not the same world, but we don't care because we know him. He's proven himself as an author. You don't have to continue the same thing going forward to make something good, or that people will come to. Now, I do understand from a marketing standpoint, yeah, you slap the same name on, like Mario's on something, yeah, people are going to come. I get that. Like, you slap Naruto or Boruto on something, people are going to come. I get that. But you could also establish something new by your namesake and make it good. Yes, you do have to make it good, but you're good at what you do, so... And then, oh, look, people will come anyway, and then it'll explode again because, oh my gosh, it's really good, because, oh my gosh, if something's objectively good, they'll watch it and enjoy it or play it or whatever. And now, bada bing, bada boom, you got a whole new franchise, and that'll last a long time. You don't even have to stretch it for this one, because the problem is when you cash cow in on the namesake, and if the story's already done, now you're going off goodwill. And yeah, whatever you make could be fun, but it's really nothing more than fan service at this point, because once the story's done, you're not going to make an entirely new story of a new threat, because the overarching plot and narrative and character development ends are done. So you're either going to unmake the character and remake the character again, which no one likes doing, which is why everyone had problems with Last Jedi, which I didn't think was bad, but I understand. It's like unmaking Luke's character, remaking Luke's character. Or you're going to just create new characters that no one cares about, but they're kind of connected to the old characters, so now we care. Boruto. And now it's like, oh, that big threat I have to do. And generational stuff can be okay. That can work to a degree, but you're still risking it because, wait, why did this threat just now come up? Why didn't our big main boy we care about take care of this? And where are they so they can't take care of this, you know? If it's super much years later, maybe they're dead and it's been like generations later. Fair. But then why did this threat only come up now? Like, if we really defeated a destroy the world level threat, then why wasn't this thing popping up then, you know? So it kind of gets really weird with that. But yeah, like, I really like what they've done with Final Fantasy 14. Like, obviously that's the reason we're here. It's not for the gameplay. Although, you saw the fight. It was okay. I actually had some fun with that last single battle duty thing we did. That was alright. That was okay. But that was because it was made for a 1v1, so I had to put in the effort to fight myself instead of just stand in the background, the tank pulls, and I'm just like mashing the same macro over and over again. So, point is, like, yeah. But I like it, and that's great that the story's going like this, but will they wrap it up in a way that matters, or will they frickin' do the Boruto Dragon Ball Z issue of just milking the cash cow till things don't come home and kill me now? So
sorry, Chris.
No, you're fine. I was ranting, and don't you worry. The rant took me, and this is one of the first times on stream it's hit, and it's actually hit naturally, so I'm just be able to go with it. This is what I do when I'm by myself, guys. Do not misunderstand. This is not just for stream. This happens when I'm alone. You should have heard my rant yesterday about Gear 5 and why that's awesome for the anime series, why everyone's all freaking, everything has to be dark and brooding for power-ups, and why that one is awesome and taking it the right way. Not going into that one right now. Holy crap.
Sorry. So yeah, I told you.
Did you hear all that?
Huh?
Did you hear all that?
I heard some of it. My headset was going in and out when I was at the other end of the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sasha had to run an errand, and my sister and her whole family came by to pick up something. So.
Aww, my cousin.
Yeah, your other cousin had.
Oh, I know her.
No, they just stuff off. Yeah, her kids. They actually had to go to the bathroom. They were waiting outside for about 10 minutes.
Oh no! Oh god!
Yeah, please no. I muted my phone when I got the phone call earlier, so I didn't see the text.
Yeah.
I got here, but yeah, everything's good. So we can resume. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. I did a rant that was pertaining to what was going on. So if anything, this is welcome to the content, everyone. If you don't like that, you need to leave now because that's gonna happen more.
I think you advanced. I'm going to the next level.
So eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through.
Ew. Oh my god, I don't like that all this coming from Vothri. This hot, sticky wind.
Now that's when everyone went funny. No, everyone but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vothri after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Newcomers?
Is that what the particles in the air are supposed to be from Vothri, or is that just the normal particle?
It's his fart. It has infested.
Oh, he's got the Wario powers.
Oh god, he built up the beatdown for matches upon matches. Oh boy. He's releasing it slowly.
I was really hoping that Ishtal would walk up and be like, "Oh, hail Vothri."
There's something I need to see.
God, no.
Ew.
Do I have to?
This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Oh, it's the free stuff they hand out.
Oh, that's just meal. Eulmore doles the stuff out.
It's a piece of the...
No, it couldn't be.
Oh man, what is this gonna be?
It's
Oh, shit.
Soylent Green is people.
Oh, oh my god.
That's totally what they're referencing here.
Meal is made out of Sin Eater.
Holy crap! Oh no! That is gross. Oh my god.
So it is.
See, here's my argument. Ishtola, you can see crap, right? Because you have the special eyes. Why didn't you come here instead of Alfino? You would have picked up on this faster.
I also feel like she would have had a harder time blending in. Alfino's personality.
Yeah, I get that, but man.
In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual. Yet if one were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
That Vorthri wieldeth power over Sin-Eaters is known.
A monster.
Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence? It would serve to explain why the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meal.
He's been rounding up sin-eaters and feeding them to people, altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back.
And then turn them into food and feed them to everyone else.
Yeah, remember because the Ascension thing. Oh, God. Oh, this is some, Sweeney Todd crap. Oh, man.
There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
So what?
We just go kill all three at this point, really?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
These Sin-Eaters. What if they are
not simply rounded up? Oh god, he's putting it together.
Oh, I'm a little ahead of you, sorry.
Do you remember what we were told when first we came to the city?
I thought you were there too.
God.
Yeah,
Many
I was
enter.
saying that. That's why I spoiled it for you, but yeah, that's what they're getting at. Is the Ascension.
Where's the Sweeney Todd song? I don't remember them by heart.
Oh, Sasha would be able to sing if she was here. She knows.
Oh yeah.
That played pretty well. It's a duty? What?
Let us put an end to it.
Is
this
a
paradise
duty,
built upon
like
the bones of the
lame,
poor.
Like, single person duty?
Vorthri's deeds are beyond justification, beyond forgiveness.
Remember when you were comparing yourself to him, Alfino? Remember that? I'll take it back.
It's highly probable that the Light Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there, and I'm all for going after it. But
Yeah, he was like, he was like me back in the past.
They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight.
I don't think that we're
like it or not,
on the same page
the time for stealth is past.
I don't think
Now, my
anyone's on the
friend,
page except for Vorthri.
if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
I will lead the charge. Smack-a-lack-em, let's go. Oh, this is good. See, this is the kind of twisted crap that like a villain should have. Not always dark, not always super dark, with kindness and light there too. Like, you can have darker tones for a villain.
Can't wait to see his justification for this, like how he's gonna like try and do the mental gymnastics.
Oh, the mental gymnastics. Okay.
How this is better for everyone that I do this. Like.
Oh yeah.
I cannot wait to see that, and I can't wait to.
Oh, the human depravity of self-justification. This will be great.
Pick his butt for it. Okay, so what's this do?
I'm in White Mage. We're ready to go.
When we step through the gates, oh, sorry, it's you. My bad.
When we step through the gates, we shall find not the place of hedonistic pleasure, we remember, but a battlefield of hedonistic trouble. If you are prepared for this, let us sally forth.
Sally forth. Oh, sally forth.
Oh, is it an individual?
Yeah, level 77.
Oh, I thought it was. Okay, well let me get rid of you.
Wow.
Let me just get rid of you.
I'm leaving. Get rid of
should I be White Mage because I'm higher on this?
It's up to you what you want to do the story as, I guess.
I mean, but I don't know if I can take it as... It says 77, right? That was the level?
Yeah, it's level 77.
Then never mind. Pop star.
Item level would recommend to be 412, but we just did that one. 412? Yeah, we just did the one that was 420. Neither one of us are 420, so...
Alright, I'll be fine. I'd rather do this because it'll make it go faster.
My item level's 402.
I'm lower, but that's because all the new stuff I put on my White Mage, remember?
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead
let's do this.
Start, I guess. Let's try to get through my emails on the side.
Yeah, when you said duty, I thought you meant 4-man.
I was thinking it was gonna be a 4-man light party, but apparently not. It's a single player, boring one. I guess it's gonna be a gauntlet inside, probably. Is what it's
A
gonna
dark presence in my domain!
Oh, God.
Ah! It's them! The villains who would sow chaos in my perfect paradise!
Look at this dude.
Keep them away from me! I command you! Keep them away!
Well, we're gonna wreck him.
Oh, God.
Just let us fly up in there. Like, just get right up in there and just slay him before anyone else can get in our way. Because we're gonna have to kill a lot of innocent people.
Long live Lord Vorthree.
That's
This is awful, and I hate it.
Can we knock them out?
He would use his own people
hurting
as
them?
shields.
This area is older than Gatetown. There are bound to be far more civilians under Vorthry's control. But they do not act of their own free will, and we must not harm them.
I mean, we're gonna have to harm them to some degree, dude. We're gonna have to,
As
like,
if
knock
we
them
ever
out.
would.
Yeah, they're gonna have to knock them out. No deaths.
Press on with
for
Alphino.
sure.
We'll hold off the civilians and join
Okay,
you as soon
cool.
as we
don't have to
can.
go through every single
We'll do
fight.
the Runikenshin backside, non-backside of the sword.
Yeah, backwards blade.
Backwards bladed. All right, let's go. Let's go fight this fat man. Let's get this done.
Climb to the next level. Just walk through. Just walk through. I really wanted just to walk through for real. Like it's fine.
Do no more necessary to subdue the civilians.
Try and stop me!
Well, that will be whatever I do for damage that is normal, because there is no, like, hold back damage.
Yeah, no, it's just don't kill them basically. Is what they're trying to say. Which it's not gonna actually do that. I don't tell them like they're not.
Wasting time. Right, we'll do it here while the others press on. Alright. Alfie, don't worry. You'll be my dance partner in this big thing with us. I've carried you to SMU with me!
May the 12 guide you.
Charge! Dun, 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 dun. Myself, remember, avoid harming them whenever possible. Throws out frickin' giant attack. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, totally not gonna harm him. Yeah, no. Just gonna smack him with the blade a little bit.
I fear.
Yeah, I'm just like throwing out a bunch of damage. Enter them danger, but you take the stand. Hey, that's all. And I will do due diligence. I'm a hero. Well, we did want to ransack this place. Just didn't think it would be like this, huh?
Yeah, I thought I was going to go to fight like a bunch of actual light enemies, not some people are poisoned being light enemies. Messed up.
But they are light enemies now. One of us. One of us.
Not quite the same, so.
Your heroic sin. Oh, yeah. Now, ultimate. Another name here. Into the tower. You take care of, how to say, the jesters. Oh, the jesters.
Not like you said into.
Babe, but you are dead end on this track. Sorry, there's no turning back. That was not a good rhyme. That was not a good rhyme.
Yeah, one of the rhymes are they're not rhymes.
Find us your position, we will not hold back. Oh, they're not. They're doing it because they want to. They're not doing it out like mind control. They're just being a bunch of losers. Freaking losers. Freaking losers.
Show's over.
That's a real side splitter.
Ungolier.
At least you'll die laughing.
I'll break your funny bone.
I'll break your funny bone.
Wow. Ah. Show's over.
Show's over.
Show's over.
It's over, you hear me? On your game. Too late.
A gift for you.
I absorbed some of the damage for Alf, you know. So I'm a real.
Oh, the blue one's all that's left.
Right. No more Mrs. Nice Jester.
No more Mrs. Nice Jester. You were never nice. Your axe sucks. Your mother was a cotton swab. Your father was a leech.
Your mother was a hamster.
Your mother was a hamster.
Your father swallowed all the berries.
What's the other one? Your mother was a hamster, your father what?
Smelled of elderberries.
Oh, your father smelled of elderberries. What's that from?
Monty Python.
Oh, okay. Good old Monty Python.
General direction. Probably my favorite quote.
Oh, wait, not the Black Knight? Not the Black Knight? Too much of a scratch. Let's climb to the canopy. Then we'll take the crown lift.
It's alright.
Your arm's off!
That one's like a whole. That one's a whole bit. It's not the line that's funny particularly. Like, the whole scenario is ridiculous.
Oh, I love the bring out your dad. I'm not dead.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Not one. So more soldiers. Leave them to me and press on. Not one. Not two. Three. Not one. Not three. Twos. No, yeah, that was
like. Is outright too many. I remember the whole thing. Something like that.
Oh, what about the nee?
Yeah, the Knights Who Say Knee is pretty funny. It's annoying, but it's funny.
It's that good middle school humor.
I mean, oh my gosh, the guy who guards the bridge, that part's funny. The answer the riddles, the cross.
Oh god, I don't know.
You
I
will
love that
find
phase
my master.
That one's pretty good.
His
That's
chamber.
Also.
Oh god, Ren, are you to him yet? Did you get to the cutscene?
No, I'm not there yet. Just run up the stairs, you know.
Oh, you'll get there. Oh, you're about to get there.
I'm a little slower than you at damage, I guess.
Well, it's also I have like Predator or whatever, so I can run fast.
Oh yeah, no, it's not that because I'm definitely like the fights are slower because I haven't even been moving much.
I found I might also be doing better because I found my AOE. I was like, oh yeah, I have this thing that goes off my built stuff.
I started using mine because it does definitely help with these kind of small like lightweight groups.
Mm-hmm.
But when there's like a ton of guys, it's usually not very good. And then when there's like one guy who's like really heavy defense, it doesn't really help.
Oh yeah, no, that would be your like single target
where
stuff.
the cutscene starts.
Good old Ranjit. Are we doing this?
Is this voice acted or is this?
It's voice acted.
Okay. Hasn't shown the dialogue yet. I'm still walking in the room.
Let's get the scythe out. Oh my god.
Why is he just standing
there? The class we don't even have yet, but I do because.
But only should you kill me this day. And you will not.
Look at this dude.
Get out of my way!
That's a
why would you go so
say.
far? I would say, why would you go so far? He's not a puppet. I don't even believe it for a
I'm not
second.
there yet.
Okay. I'll wait until you see what you want to do. I want to say, why would you go so far? Because there's no way he's a puppet. This dude's way too like.
Okay, I'll say you're one of his puppets too. I don't mind. Picked it.
Why'd you go so far?
You may think me under his spell, but I uphold Lord Vorthry's ideals of my own volition.
How?
No, it's the same dialogue.
What?
Man is an inherently flawed creature.
Yes, true.
In his vain pursuit of righteousness, he but sows the seeds of future conflict.
Yeah.
Thus, have I chosen to place my hopes upon he who has transcended men, upon he who is unbound by the vagaries of conscience.
Wait, okay, so hold on, I need this. Alright, so man is inherently evil. Yeah, I got you. So in order to vote this, I will go to someone who is beyond man. Okay, so his powers are, okay, but he does sin all the time because he's terrible. And he is beyond conscience. So obviously because he doesn't feel guilt, he's pure.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I was about to say. So the second thing you got wrong, kind of. It's not that he's just in power beyond man. I think what he's saying is that he has the light warden power in him, so he's
So
more
because
like
of what
something
he
else.
is,
He's not
everything
really
he does
human.
is fine. He's beyond conscience.
Yeah, and the second thing, the third thing, the beyond conscience, or I was gonna say the other thing is beyond conviction. Like he thinks he's so in the right. It's kind of like
He's such an innocent little baby that
it's-
he has no wrong.
It's Emmett Silk's defense as well. I don't think you're a person, so I can't be killing you. I can't be committing murder. It's the same thing. Like Vothri is so full of himself, he thinks that what he's doing can't be wrong, so he can't be committing a sin or doing something evil. So that makes him just.
Miss.
Like ignorance of wrongdoing to someone else does not abstain you from the violation you've committed.
It's incredible. Wow, dude.
Like,
Now
I was
some psychological gymnastics. That's some
I was
justification
excited.
right there.
I was excited for Vothri's justifications, his gymnastics. I didn't expect Ranji
my
to give us
boy,
this
you're a
nonsense.
fucking idiot.
Whew.
God, look at how even we're like.
I'm a soldier, and you are my enemy.
Blown away.
Oh, now you're okay. In my duty, there's no reason to talk. My duty just means I'm. Oh, okay. Okay. That shield, that mental shield, that defense mechanism. I'm on my duty. Okay, cool, great.
I just remembered he's the teaser for the Reaper class that they gave us one.
You're not doing. I'm not entrenched. I'm not really one.
You want to play Reaper now?
No, now I'm kind of don't.
Let us settle this once and for all.
Reaper mowing.
Get out of my way!
He's certainly not showing any signs that he is slowing.
Ah!
You like that?
Freaking insane. All right, here we go.
I really want to see. So in that, you've seen the new Willy Wonka prequel movie?
I know that is happening. I know nothing.
I haven't seen the trailer, but I've heard that he's not crazy. He's just like a likable kid, basically, in it.
Well, this is whenever he's a kid, right?
Yeah, it's younger. It's like the start of the Chocolate Factory career. What I hope happens though is the movie is like actually like it's set up to be like this really cute
descent into madness.
Film, and then it's just his descent into madness. Like, it's just it's like some crazy Lovecraftian like nonsense horror, and makes it explain why he is so deranged as Gene Wilder's version of it.
Oh my god! So,
Like,
so it is
it's
a true prequel, like showing you how he got
If that's
there.
what they did, I think it would be. But I think what they're going to do is just make it this family-friendly bullcrap that, like, oh yeah, kids and family and like, parents can watch this and really enjoy it, and it'll be a cute little movie. That's what they're probably going to give us.
Yeah, that's definitely what they're going to give us. It's safe.
But I want the like deranged, like what was the Nick Cage movie where he's basically Friday Nights at Freddy's?
Oh, freaking Willy's Wonderland, baby.
Yeah, Willy's Wonderland. Yeah, it's Banana. It's the Banana Bunch show. No, I haven't seen it. But
Did you know there is a Banana Bunch movie that is a horror?
Yeah. I know there's that too. But that one also was like no one big in it, and I've heard it wasn't good, or it was like absolutely
I saw the review from Critic. It wasn't good, but it was kind of fun.
Like it wasn't. I read it was like rough to watch. Like it was like one of those like super cringe movies. Like whereas the Nick Cage thing is actually funny and like entertaining.
The Nick Cage thing is great.
I've heard that the Nick Cage thing is akin to like Hobo with a Shotgun level of like gore and ridiculousness. So I could definitely watch that. I don't think I could watch the actual Banana Bunch. I actually like
don't worry. Soon you'll be able to watch actual Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh yeah. I actually kind of want to see that.
I'm not against. Look, I caught up with the entirety of the lore because I actually was kind of interested.
Did you have? It's because you had patients that were talking about it, weren't you?
A little bit. Like the kids would like reference it a bit. I was like, huh.
Kids love it. Kids love it. Oh man,
they should not.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand like how kids
But also, there are kids that watch Demon Slayer in elementary, and I'm sitting here going, "Are you freaking serious?"
Yeah, where are your parents at? Like, why are they not watching what you're watching? Yeah, I don't pay attention. I know. Oh my gosh, there's so many bombs.
Yeah, there's
what
a lot
am I supposed to do?
They hurt, but you'll survive. You'll survive. If you kill one, I think it takes away that part. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I tried. Oh man, I tried. That didn't work. That was not enough.
Look, if we could do this as freaking what's his name? We could do it as us. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't know. I'm not gonna.
We did it as
Thinkred.
Thinkred, yeah. If we did it as Thinkred, we could do it.
The fight's a little different.
It is, yeah.
But,
But
I
I'm
mean,
just
it's
saying.
actually quite a bit different because it doesn't have like any of the same weird moves. Okay, let me try and.
Ow, you
Oh
jerk.
man, no! There's no bomb thing to attack this time. Why?
Oh yeah, that one's just like try to get away, I guess.
Yeah, there's the same attack, but there was just no orb to strike.
No. If you look, the aura is red. It was yellow before. It's a different attack. It looks the same. It's a different attack, though. The aura made it different.
I got row 1.
You know why I don't like this one.
No, this actually was the same attack pattern. Oh, do the Thunder Spheres stay away after? The Thunder Spheres don't come back, I guess. After
No, they do not. No.
Awesome. So if I always go to that one corner, I broke one already, now I'm good. Stop doing these big attacks. You jerk.
He wants you dead. He wants you dead.
I hit the wrong button.
Okay, we gotta get away from him, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what these things all mean because I'm supposed to memorize this crap.
What does it look like? Which one are you talking about? We have to get away. What does it look like?
Whenever the arrows are going away from him. So it's
Okay.
like, yeah, go away.
Oh, that one is as far as you get. That's good. Oh god, what's happening?
Are you at the back, at the end? Is it something I should be aware of? Or... Here's my super dance. So target this one.
Spirit call. Spirit call. Spirit call this. Okay, get in there. Get in there and get him.
Redo the dance.
Redo it. Do it to it, Lars.
Past me, you must endure all that I have learned. As a Reaper, isn't this a cool class? I bet you want to play this, don't you?
I mean, you say that, but...
No, attack this one, attack this one, attack this one, attack this one. Freaking target something! God, I hate tap target gaming play so much. So much, just so much. Please hit this one!
How did that beam not hit? What just happened? What? Like, I'm point blank on him.
Please attack this one! God, I'm
shot.
trying to click on the stupid thing.
Alright, get him right. Get him right. Where's my... I don't have it on.
You're dead, Reggie. You're just dead. Just stand there and eat the damage. This is fun. One more dance to your death.
We have to, like, do something to avoid the dragons?
No, kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them. There you are, my precious girls. Oh, you must have family. Oh, he's dead.
Who sent all these babies to fight?
That's the last part of the fight. Kill them. They give you a lot of time to do it, and then he'll just sit there. He'll literally sit there while you kill him. Okay. You can even go behind him and do your poke in the butt. He won't move.
This is actually not too bad.
Yeah, it's like ridiculously easy. But I had freaking trouble targeting because I'm mashing tab to choose. And I'm trying to click, and it clicks on myself. I'm like, just... I hate tab targets so much. Just let me point and press the button to swipe. Freaking play Kingdom Hearts again, please.
Oh yeah, there we go. 5,000 damage. Oh yeah.
Yeah, just like stand behind him and poke his butt.
Yep, I'm putting the big hits in.
Yep, stab his butt, skewer him, roast him up, beat the Valkyrie. Make a mule out of him. Meal, whatever.
Almost done. Almost done.
Almost done.
Radiant thrust.
The radiance of thrusting.
Oh, he did. He killed me. Okay.
What? What did he do?
He had like 2 hits left, and he for my next attacks, and he just all of a sudden one hit KO'd me.
Did he just like swipe you with something?
It just the whole room got hit with a big fire blast, and it instant killed me. And I was at full health.
Oh my god.
Have to do the whole thing over again.
I hate these fights so much. I hate this.
I don't understand like how did that even happen? I guess that took too long.
Yeah, because the dragons are dead. You killed them.
Yeah, I was just
So what's
attacking
the
him
point?
behind. I guess my damage was too slow. I don't know what I could have done to make it faster. I was definitely like, I guess I could have done my, what's it called? My, my debuff on him, but I didn't do it first.
Well, maybe I was right before death too then. Oh my god.
Yeah, look, he had like 1 hit left, or 2 hits left, and I would have just...
And there was no indicator, right? He's just standing there. There's
yeah,
nothing
he was
happening.
just
There's no
laying
time
down,
limit.
and then all of a sudden, there was just... He popped up, and there was a flame that shot across the whole screen, and it like, filled the circle in the combat arena we were in, and it killed me.
Oh my god.
I searched
See,
the
this
very
is
easy
why.
mode, so this will be like
Yes.
a cakewalk. Like the
Oh my
thrall's outside of taking 1 hit, so this will be much easier.
Thank god. I just,
Yeah, I wish you had the wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be finishing this expansion. As you've seen, we really enjoy this. We will be leaving to do other
I don't know what I
things
really want to
after
know.
this.
I really want to know what I missed, but I can't see the dialogue to know what happened.
I literally, okay, because I was fighting him. You keep fighting. I'll talk to the artist. I was fighting. You guys saw me fighting him. When I killed all the dragons, you saw there was nothing on screen. I was looking around while mashing. There's literally nothing there.
On my screen, there was nothing. He was just laying down.
He's
I was
just
doing the damage
this.
on him.
He's going like I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he just runched
swipe.
over.
And it's just like, okay, I'll kill you. I get okay. He's dead. Yay! So he was actually charging for something that I could have died to. And it's like, oh, how was I supposed to freaking know? Because I killed the dragons. So there's no threat, right? No, there's a threat too. There's no big.
Yeah, whenever he
Screen, if you love your particles so much, where's the freaking particle showing he's building something?
I had full health because I had no health bar showing, and the next thing I know, I'm dead. Like it just the whole screen got hit by a flame, and I was wiped.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we are not going to be playing this past year. We will, but we are going to take a break to play a game that actually has, you know, good mechanics. I said it. Fight me. Valamir, if you're there, I love you. I'm so glad you enjoyed the game. I don't care. Jessica, you love it. Great,
like,
cool. You guys were raised on WoW. Have fun.
This game is cool for like the story, and the combat is like mostly better than some other.
It's people who are raised on WoW and old MMOs, and so they're like, yeah, this combat, because it's slightly better than that. It is better tap target, but it's still tap targeted bad, and they're like, wow, this is better. This is pretty good.
I don't even know
because they're raised on crap.
I don't think it's just, I would say raised, but I would also say it's not just tap target is bad. I mean, my point is like that they played it. That's something they're experienced with.
Yeah,
but,
so it's like, oh, yeah.
I mean, it definitely is like, you know, people who are more familiar with older systems have a lot to appreciate here. But, I mean, I played 11. I mean, I played other MMOs too, but I played 11 and it had, I should probably not be standing in the circle. It's just ignoring all damage.
Yeah, please. Oh yeah, you're okay. You're on easy. Never mind. I was like,
yeah,
please pay attention. I don't want to
just.
Oh wait, you're on easy. Okay.
But yeah. So if you're on a, you know, comparing it to an older game, that's some valid criticism. Like it does improve some stuff, but the problem is that this game engine can do a lot more, and there's no reason for them to limit themselves this much.
Amen.
It's not like it's like a you know, a graphical or like a. It's just the way they decided to design the combat.
But it's because this game is like 12 years old or something, so back then, tap target was still pretty big. Well, we were starting to do action combat. We were starting to, but the internet wasn't great back then. You can't do that, but now it is. Now
you're saying,
can do action.
Online.
Online. That's what I mean online.
Okay,
sorry.
Okay. Starting to do action
No.
combat.
Sorry. I meant MMOs. We're talking about MMOs. We're talking about MMOs.
Yeah.
Which is the only game system that tap target
exists. What did you do? Why am I suppressed? Let me up. What the heck? Sorry.
Besides, White Knight Chronicles sucked. That game sucked. And then that's why I don't play. That's why I don't play.
Cool idea, man.
It did. And that's why I don't play. What's it called? Xenoblade Chronicles. I looked at the combat. I'm like, this is almost tap target. Everyone seems to love it. I'm like, I don't want to play this.
Sasha wants to play it now, and I'm like, I have the second one on Wii U, and it was awful. I every second of that was just like unbearable. Not fun for me.
Worse, it's not even like the ATB system of take turn like Final Fantasy VII. It's literally mash macros of combo and kill enemy. Like oh my god.
I'd rather play like a Hyrule Warrior style game or something.
Please.
What's it called? It's not Hyrule. What's the actual? What's the actual franchise called? I can't think of the name. Oh my gosh.
Warriors, Dynasty Warriors.
Dynasty Warriors. Yeah.
I don't know. Persona 5 Strikers, which was a Dynasty Warrior type game and was so much fun.
I mean, those are also only single player. Or they some of them have co-op modes, but it's not fair because it's like.
But you could. But I'm
like
saying is
literally,
like.
Saw trying to play Hyrule Warriors, and literally that game comes to a complete. Like it's like, oh, we entered bullet time. No, the game just cannot run on a Switch. It's so
Yeah, I mean
hard
that's just the
to
hardware.
animate everything. So hard to
But
actually
that's the
do
issue. It's
the
like they're
moves.
trying to run this game on crap hardware as well, like the PS3. I know they gave it up now, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It was held back.
I don't think that has anything to do with the like. Tab target is still an aesthetic choice, I think. I don't think it's
Well,
just.
no, what I'm saying is like
issue.
back then when it was made,
I don't-
Tap Target, there was limitations of internet. You could not do true action combat back then.
You could do. It would just be that the people who are on it need to have broadband internet and not be on like DSL or dial-up.
But they want to reach a wider audience, so
Yeah, I don't think
anyone
that,
can play.
I still think that, given they dropped the PS3 support already, I think that it's still an aesthetic choice. They like this style. That's what they want.
Well, then have fun with it.
And I think they have their
Let's take a
established user
break.
base that's okay with it. Yeah, I want them to make another MMO. I really want. Like when I heard that they're going to make 5 more chapters, I was like, no, please just take the writing team and put it on another game that actually has
Yes.
a better engine.
Make it like Black
overall.
Desert or Vindictus or many of the other action MMO good stuff that's coming out now.
Yeah, make it like the combat from Black Desert particularly. Please don't make it like the rest of Black Desert where it's just an empty void.
Oh god, Black Desert could be so good, but man, it's so not.
You know what? Oh man,
What
you know
a
what I want?
sad
What's
thing.
that new the new Star Wars Outlaws game? Whatever it's called. I forgot the name
Oh
of it.
yeah, Outlaws. Yeah, it's called Outlaws.
I want that. Is that called Outlaws? Is that the actual name? I
Yeah, it's
can't
called
remember.
Outlaws. Yeah.
I want that as an MMO. Like this,
I'm
like
sure we're gonna get it. There's no
one
way.
day someone makes it like that is exactly what an MMO should be. It's like this lived-in,
Yeah.
real world, like a ton of stuff going on. You can just choose what you want to do. Like it's what Cyberpunk 2077 is supposed to be. Cyberpunk 2077 was supposed to also be the same kind of game, but it's not really. No offense to CG Projekt Red. I mean,
Sorry guys,
there's
you're
always-
great developers, but you screwed the pooch. You bit off more than you
Yeah.
can chew. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean,
It happens.
it's the hype train. It's the same thing happened with like Anthem. Like Anthem had some similar kind of
Oh,
like this is a really open world. You can do whatever you want, and then the game comes out. It's like nope, you really can't because we can't actually we don't have the time to program all this. They also lost their team twice, I think, or something. Anthem was a real sad story from what I heard about it, but like BioWare
Yeah,
really
it's-
dropped the ball on that one. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is, man. It's like everyone, like some people, I can't believe it. Some people genuinely like Tab Target. If you do, fine, like fine.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
not
And
here for that.
That's why I'm saying
not-
I'm fine if they want to keep running this. They totally can. But I also would
Yeah.
like them to get like some people from the story team on this on another game, a different engine, because this game, like the gameplay for me is not. It doesn't bring me in. It doesn't draw me in. It doesn't
Not at
make me
all.
want to play it. And then the story though is amazing. So can we get the teams like? Can we kind of split the resources a little bit here and there? Because also, it's not like writing is like as much of a time sink as like putting together the 3D stuff for this. Or where's my? Oh my gosh, sorry.
Don't die.
Trying to tab target.
And it's making you choose things you don't want. Wow.
Yeah.
What a concept.
Yeah, I don't understand how.
Epsilion,
Ramsey-
just click on it. Just click on
I
it.
dude, I
In the
tried.
15
It actually-
million things on the screen. Click on
It
the
actually
specific
wouldn't
one
let
you
me.
want.
It literally wouldn't even bring up the. I could see the enemy was there, but it wouldn't let me. It didn't have the selectable ring.
We almost got through. I want you all to know, we were doing very well. We almost got through the entire stream today, the entire dive, without any hit on the game. We did really well.
For like 30 minutes, we just weren't even. We were just on a cutscene because I had stepped away. Or
No,
whatever.
I was ranting. I could have gone into that.
You
That's not
could've.
true. That's not. In fact, that's more dangerous where I could have gone into it, but I didn't. I want you all to know. And what did it was, you're dead. I want to be clear. It's not Epsilion's fault. It's mine. I was probably 2 seconds off from the same situation that happening to me.
I can't. I'm
Because
almost
he was
there.
in the
I'm almost-
same
I'm almost
position for
back.
me.
I'm almost back to it. I haven't started the dragons yet, but I'm real close. I cannot wait to see what he says. I want to know
Nothing.
what's going on.
He says you'll have to eat
No, there has to
everything
be.
that I have to offer. He says you have to eat everything I have to offer. But then the dragons come up. So I assume, all these dragon hits, all 4 of them will kill me. I have to get them down. And then he'll like strike at me and start to hurt me a lot. But if I get all the dragons down, then his hit will do, not very much at all. But it turns out, no, his hit will kill you.
I think I'm about to kill him before he even gets the dragons out. Is that possible?
Good, freaking do that. I don't care.
Oh no.
Yeah, great.
No, it makes it. The last hit makes his dragons come out instead.
Oh, okay.
Like I was like, oh, it's literally that one. He's on 1 pixel.
Like, compare this to the combat I've been doing so recently in Kingdom Hearts 3, which I've actually been doing well in this time because I'm not just smashing the X button. Turns out the combat's really in-depth and fun. It's almost like if you freaking make a good combat system with real-time action and hitboxes, it'll be good. Whatever. Let's finish this. Alright. Oh, you're alright. It's a name here. Yeah, just ranted. Yeah, just, had a thing. Yeah, the combat's done.
The dialogue didn't give anything of what he was trying to do at the last second. So I literally killed him once the dragon died. Just walked over to him and he was not even a full hit of health. Alright. Are you alright, insert name here?
That's me. I dare you. I already read it.
Is it voice acted?
No.
Okay.
Which is weird because we already had
I saw
voice
you
acting
on
the
that
entire
screen,
time.
so. Yeah, why is this part not voice acted? The citizens appear to have calmed down for the moment. I can only assume Valtteri is otherwise engaged. Let's get to the upper level while we can.
Great, cool, let's go.
Yeah, Renji should be the last defense, right? Everybody else.
Oh yeah, he's it.
Some whites.
Alright, let's kill him.
What are they called?
Oh jeez. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Good bad?
Oh, he
Bad
ate
good?
you! Don't you dare!
Is he
Don't
eating
tell
more?
me. No.
He's eating.
He ate her. He ate my Satan girl.
What if it's
Now
the
you
lion?
must
Could be the
die.
lion.
He ate the lion too. Oh yeah, he did.
That was gross.
Lord Valtteri! Your reign of tyranny is at an end. For too long you have preyed upon the desperation of the poor. Now you will answer for the suffering you have caused.
This is gonna be awful.
I'm just hoping we like poke him and like just the light flows out of him.
And if you harbor even a shred of remorse, I beseech you to use your powers to redress the balance. For the future of all in Norvrant.
This is gonna be awful. This is gonna be awful.
I don't want to see him turn around. It's gonna be
I
terrible.
want to see this.
No, it can't be. This is wrong. It's wrong.
I'm gonna ruin poor Reed. She's left to be beholden to all of it.
It's a man.
The Warden. It's not just a sin eater. It's a man.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, what the heck else would this monster be? Oh, he's just eating the thing. Oh.
Wait, hold on. Don't say anything. He hasn't turned yet. Oh yeah, he's just eating like a bunch of. Oh, I hate that. Yeah.
Remorse? For the future of all? What nonsense is this? There is no justice but mine. No future but mine. No will but mine.
Gluttony, man.
It is preordained. I was born to deliver this wretched world.
Oh god. This is good. I like this. This is well done.
Unseated? No.
What palace are you, Gluttony?
It's impossible. Inconceivable. Absurd. I am a great and wise king.
Really
greatest and wisest. I reign from on high.
You make Solomon look like a saint, dude. Holy crap.
I will not be brought low by maggots like you!
Oh, you haven't gotten it. Sorry.
Oh, I don't
You hear
like
the
this.
you hear the squelching noises when he's pounding on the platform.
Yeah. You're pitiful, dude.
Look at this dude.
Oh, yes.
Once I finish
Of course.
your turn, what the heck?
I can begin again. Rebuild my paradise. Once I finish my dinner.
Is this gonna be the? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay,
Oh god. No. Stop him. Thancred, stop him!
What do you mean stop him? I don't want to go near him.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
This kind of it's creepy, but it's also kind of funny.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it reminds me of like Little Chinatown or something like that, right?
Big Trouble in Chinatown?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember that being that funny. That looked ridiculous. This big, massive body with little tiny wings hovering him. Like, reminds me of the Chocobo chair.
He's just gonna leave? What?
Yeah, he just flew off, man.
What the? Get back here!
Where did he go?
What was that explosion? What the heck?
Oh no. Is he gonna put a Ookie Boogie from Kingdom Hearts 1? Is he gonna like grow big and become like a castle himself? Are we doing something like that?
That could be. Oh yeah, that's a kaiju fight.
Oh,
yeah, I think
yes.
you're right. I think you're right.
Oh, please make him kaiju. Oh yes, what are we meching?
What is that?
What do you mean, what is that? I don't see anything here.
Oh, you haven't gotten there yet. You'll see in a
I'm
second.
looking at weird stuff in the ground. Oh.
What in the heavens?
Alright. Okay.
Did the 4-3 do that?
Alright. What do you want to say? Because I don't care.
How will we get up there? That's my question. Like, I'm gonna... you can do the Power Ranger. We must get... I'm gonna do the,
must
like...
get chased.
How the frick... What... Can I become part Scenery? Can I have wings? Can we do this? Are we doing this?
Wait.
What do you mean, wait?
Wait.
That is Mount Gulg, the highest peak in Calusia. It lies on the other side of a sheer cliff, and much as I wish it were otherwise, it is beyond our reach for now. But even if it weren't, there are people here who need our help.
Oh, Alphino.
Oh.
Please, even if it's only to tend to their wounds.
Oh, my sweet boy.
Dude, you guys do that. I'll go fight the thing by myself.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's like, look, guys.
What do you want to say?
You don't need my permission.
I kind of want to say that.
I'll help too.
It's up to you. If
You
wanna
could do the you don't need. No. I'm not saying that because I wanted yours.
Okay.
I'm saying that because I'm like, I'll help too. Fine.
Okay, yeah, I'm not.
I'm trying to not say be quick about it. I'm trying to be understanding because poor Alfino's got a good heart. So I'm like,
I really hope that my option makes so I don't have to do it and you have to help him and I can go do something fun instead, like go fight the monster. That'd be so fun if they actually like made it matter for once.
Thank you.
You're welcome, boy. You sweet boy. You sweet
I don't know if it will work,
So
but if Vorthry's hold over the people is rooted in light, I might be able to reverse its effects.
Can you reverse this effect?
Will you let me
gotta
try?
Yeah, sure, girl, but it's like...
Of course. We'd be grateful for any help you
Maybe
can
she has
provide.
like a jamming capability, you know?
Well then, if it's decided, let's all get to work.
Make them expel the light monsters.
I'm sorry, digested. And it's already part of their genes. I mean, cells and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how that works.
What, for real food?
No, like for like, well, I mean, that's with actual food, we break it down to its basic parts and reconstitute it into something that helps us, but like...
Well, that's what it would do, right? It's food, so it would like...
With light matter, like, well, how does that work? Like, that's like...
Well, I mean, remember, the body's made of ether, too, in this world. So
That's
I
true.
guess it would
Yeah,
just,
but
like, imbue that.
I guess it is light ether, I guess that's true.
Light ether. Ether. Alright, I think we're gonna have to stop there, actually, because...
Oh, yeah, we're at time.
It is 7:30. And that's a good stopping point. We got to see,
7:30.
Oh, jeez. Wait, come here. Can we attune?
Oh, yeah, it's finally attuned.
Because he might let us now.
Well, he's not here to block us. Nope, special permission still required.
What permission? He's gone! There's no one else here. Alright.
That's lame.
Alright, we're gonna end there. What are we on?
Sorry.
A Feast of Lies? A Feast of Lies. Alright.
Yeah, we did that side quest. We
We
finished
did
it
the side
today,
quests, and we did some good story stuff. We're like doing great. We're doing a good job. Look at us. We're gonna get through to this expansion yet. We'll finish this expansion soon. It'll be great. Then we won't play it anymore for a while.
Yeah.
Look. It provides a great hangout for you and I. It's a great little podcast. It's fantastic for what we need. It is perfect for what we need. It also has infuriating combat, and it's time for a break so we can appreciate it when we come back. That's what it is. Absence makes the hearts grow fonder. That's our argument. That's our mental psychological loops to justify.
We just need a little break, and
we just need a little break. We will,
like.
And then, guys, we're gonna appreciate it so much. You're gonna not even know. We're gonna be right alongside Yoshi P. Just like
we did take a break from the game for a while and not
play
at all. And then we came back. We were so excited about the story because the story actually was picking up being really interesting. So it's like
this was back in Heavensward, guys. Like we took a break. Like,
Heavensward has that like little lull at the start where it's like this is kind of boring
because it's more of
it didn't even feel as good as the Realm Reborn. It didn't even feel like Realm Reborn. It felt worse. So it was like I think honestly, I think the Heavensward is like the first like third of Heavensward is like the most boring.
It's pretty bad.
I'm playing an MMORPG. That's what it felt like. It wasn't like
it's not
special.
good. The end is cool.
Realm Reborn actually felt like I was playing a Final Fantasy like personal like story, like a single player story game. But yeah, I think that Heavensward is probably the weakest of the expansions.
I disagree. I think the beginning of Realm Reborn is the weakest, but it's been so long. It's bad. I've seen some of it. It's bad.
Yeah. I think the pacing of Realm Reborn is bad in general, which I think they've tried to fix that more recently. I think they've changed some things. Remember you have to do like the lev quests and stuff like they're more fun. It was just like you can grind this crap out so I can actually get levels.
The lev quest.
But like they changed that. I don't think you have to do that anymore, even if you're starting new. You don't have to like pay extra or whatever to skip the levels, or like you can do that too if you want. But if you play the actual game, like there's actually I think they've rebalanced the mission experience so you don't have to do that. And we just happened to be like at a time when they hadn't rebalanced it yet, basically when we played.
It was a long time ago.
It's also time for you to learn the game. Like it shouldn't take that long, but like there should be a little bit slower pace than like the rest of the expansions. The rest of the expansions are mostly just additional story on top of the same mechanics with like slight changes, like maybe a few new things here or there. And some of the duties are like, they have unique mechanics are only for that duty. So you do get some stuff that's pretty.
And then you get wiped because you don't know what it is because it's only for that duty. Then you learn it.
Yeah.
Never have it again.
The Shiva quest the Shiva duty comes to mind where it was like, I think it was like our third time doing it.
Diamond Dust, dead.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Well, that will end it for today. Epsilion, thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. As for in the future, we will see, because I know that we're starting to get to September, which is a little difficult because there's a lot going on. Yeah. And I don't know about next week because something might be happening that might take up the weekend. I'm not sure. I will keep you posted. I will keep all of you posted as we move.
Sure.
And so thank you so much, Epsilion. I appreciate you. I love you guys. I thank you for being with me through this. And we will resume this to get to something else later. Yeah. Hooray!
Soon.
Bye. Oh, I didn't say he said bye. Oh, shoot. I cut him off. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm bad. I forget you always say bye, and I forget that, like, there's a moment where you have to say bye, and like I have to register what I'm saying. My hand's already on the button for like cancel and then move on and everything. So I'm sorry. Okay, so thank you so much. That was our Final Fantasy Family Funtime 14. We swear we like the game, I promise. We are going to take a break once we finish this expansion, which there isn't too much left. So we will at some point. We just like need to get there. So that's it for now for Final Fantasy Funtime 14. I will be getting up Kingdom Hearts stuff. I didn't upload the videos for that yet, and this video will be uploaded to YouTube as soon as I can. If you're watching on YouTube, bye. Okay, so before we go, I am a believer of God's word, and I like to share a little bit of his word at the end of every Sunday dive we do. If we do switch games, we're doing a thing where we're going through all the Bible in chronological order, actually. And we're going through Exodus now, which is the people of Israel's formation and first migration out into where God would lead them in the future, which is very exciting. When we do a different game, I don't know how I'm going to do it because I don't necessarily want that split up between different playlists, because that would be kind of hard to track. But I'll see what I can do. But for anyone who's been following, we are in Exodus. So, a little background. Of course, we're going through the Bible. We've been through Adam and Eve, and then the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Basically, God promised to the patriarchs through his covenant on his love and grace that through them, not by their own choice or not by their own merit, but through his grace and mercy, he would give them a beautiful paradise of a place to live, and beyond the material plane, would give a blessing to all the nations through it, which we know now as Jesus Christ, as the Messiah, the fulfillment of everything in the Old Testament, which we're going through now. Well, Israel was placed in Egypt in order to thrive and grow away from the promised land, which God did on purpose. And what happened was Egypt started to enslave them after hundreds of years later. And because of that, the people of Egypt wailed to the Lord, asked for help, besought them. Besought his aid. And unlike Vothri and the awfulness of the light, and unlike the Assyrians and their god, that is, well, you must praise because of what he does, the Lord heard his people and went to their level to help and sent Moses to bring them out because he is a good and benevolent God. And through that, we get the plagues, and we're in them now. We're in the middle of an incredible piece of human history and God's divine intervention in our human history lives, and we're to one of the biggest ones today. We're getting to the end, the later ones now. They're starting to get big. So the stage basically is the people of Israel are told you will be liberated by your God, but Pharaoh's not going to listen, so get ready. Moses goes, as God's spokesman with his brother Aaron, to Pharaoh 6 times before this and asked, let my people, more than 6 actually, he did it before. He said, let my people go, let my people go. And Pharaoh said, no, you're not going to, or yeah, but you can do it, but have to leave the women and children, or yeah, but you can leave your livestock, basically hostaging them, so you got to come back. And they said, no, we all go or nothing. And he's like, no, you're not. Get out of here before I kill you because I'm a despot and I can do whatever I want. Vothri, oh, get out of here. I'm the god here, basically. Yes, I'm the god. And because of this, the Lord sent plagues. The first one was water, with the water of the Nile, their lifeblood into blood itself, thereby spitting on the god of the Nile, which I forgot his name. Osiris? No, we haven't gotten there yet. That's a different one. There's a different one. I can't remember. It's not Geb. That's the one of the ground with the lice. But then he did that one. He did the frogs. He did for Hek, the goddess. Because with each plague, what God is doing through this is whenever an ancient nation would overcome another nation, they would basically believe that, our mindset of the way, which for them is gods back then, they're still personal gods nowadays, even though we don't call them that, keep that in mind, basically said, our gods overcame yours, so they're the true gods. Your gods are defeated, you're not real. So the Lord's saying, okay, that's how you think? All right, every single plague is going to defeat or deface one of your gods, one of your major gods. And he did it through every one. The Nile, the water to blood, then the frogs, then the lice, then the flies, and then the livestock dying. All the livestock of the Egyptians died. No one in the land of Goshen, which is where the Israelites were, because God protects his people, just as he does for us now. And then finally the boils. Once again, no one in the land of Goshen had boils. But each time Pharaoh said, yeah, you can go. No, you can't. Because human fickleness and deceit for one's own gain, as we've seen in the streams nowadays with, like Vothri and all that. So now we are to the 7th plague. And the 7th plague is the one whenever people think about the plague, probably the one they think about besides the 10th, maybe the 9th. This is the one people really think about because this is the one that's like apocalyptic, at least in view. This is the 7th plague, hailfire. And yes, I named it hailfire because this is the ravaging by weather phenomenon that the Lord will have. Remember, he is the God of all creation. By his hand, everything was made. We saw that in Genesis. He created the weather. He created the firmament from which the weather comes. He gave the first weather effect through Noah. Remember the flood? There wasn't really weather before then. So he created that. So through that, he will prove his might and power. And this time through a much more potent means. The boils were bad. Yes, that's a personal health issue. That's infiltrating and devastating. But this will have an external devastation that will plague the entire land. Oh, sorry, I'm not clicked. Then the Lord said to Moses, rise up early in the morning. Yes, we've done this a lot, Moses. We're doing it again. We're going to
do it again.
And present yourself before Pharaoh and say to him, thus says the Lord, the God of Hebrews. Remember, he's identifying the God of this people. He's God of all, but you remember the Egyptians used to attribute gods to certain nations, certain things, blah, blah. So it's like, fine, I will do it in terms that you can understand that you're going to go with. The God of the Hebrews, who is the Almighty, but the God of the Hebrews, says, let my people go that they may serve me. For the 14th gosh dang time. For this time, I will send all of my plagues on you and yourself, on your servants and your people, so that you may know that there is none like me in all the earth. And this is the reason he's sending the plagues. This is one of the big things. It's not only to change the hearts and stuff like that, it's also to make a statement about himself being almighty. The Lord is the almighty name, and one day in the future, every knee shall bow, every eye shall know, every mouth shall confess, one way or another, one side of eternity or another. And because of this, he's doing this to Pharaoh so that Pharaoh will understand, and so that this lineage and the story will be passed down through generations, even to us today. For by now I could have put out my hand and struck you and your people with pestilence, and you would have been cut off from the earth. He's letting them know, these plagues I'm doing, I could have killed your entire people. Like Sodom, we've seen this in Sodom and Gomorrah. He did annihilate an entire city, which was kind of a small nation at that point. Because remember, there were just cities back then. There weren't this big nations, really. There were just families and cities kind of thing. He did before. And he did the entire world before with the flood. So he could. He's like, look, I could wipe you. But for this purpose, I have raised you up. The Lord Almighty is taking credit for Pharaoh being in this position he is. It's not the will of the gods of Egypt. It's not your hard work and your placement of yourself and your payoff. For this purpose, I have raised you up. And that's true for today. We work hard for where we are. I have a master's degree. I have a license. I worked very hard. But I would not be here if the Lord did not place me. And even terrible despots in the world, this is hard to accept, this is hard. Even terrible despots in the world, like Vothri, for example, are placed there by the Lord for a reason. No one comes into power besides what he gives. Like Jesus told to Pilate, you have no power over me that my Father has not placed in you. He is the Almighty above everything, and no power, Satan or otherwise, is placed there without his meaning for it. Now, it's hard to accept because we live in a fallen world. Welcome to sin. Remember, that is our choice. We do that a lot. But even the most terrible positions of power for individuals are there for a reason. And in the moment, maybe distressing and hurtful. And that's true, and it is. And he's there for us during that. Like he's there for the Israelites during this. It's like, hey, I'm with you. I'm here while you suffer through this. And I'm also going to deliver you through this and make an impact upon the world and yourself, your own hearts, that wouldn't be there without that. To show my power so that my name may be proclaimed in all the earth. The Lord will have almighty righteousness, and he will have worship to his name, because he is the I am. And he is a jealous God because he loves us. It's not jealousy like Vothri of, I deserve. He is the Almighty, and he is the one of everything. And it's not just worship for that reason, though it is that. It's also for love. He is the embodiment of love. And if he was like Vothri as an individual, then that would be terrible for us. Or I don't know, Greek gods or all that, where they're terrible, they're selfish. But he's not. He is benevolent and loving to the utmost degree. He is where that comes from. So for him to do this, he's showing his love through the might and power he has. Power is a virtue too. But power is neutral as a virtue because it is how it's used. It's not like meekness or kindness or all that, which are inherently good. Power itself is just power. Like Vothri could use it for good. Like Alfino was trying to ask, please use it for good. And he's like, I don't know, because he's not. But God is naturally good. Just like Vothri, for the story, is naturally bad. He can't turn because he is a sin eater. He is a horde. Just like that. And he has no way of changing. It's kind of how the demons are, actually. The Lord Almighty is good. He cannot be evil. And because of that, everything he does is for what's good, which is very secure and awesome, if you ask me, because I can trust in someone. Unlike Rajit, oh look, all the connections. Unlike Rajit, who's like, well, Vothri is not human, and because he has power, I will trust in his power, even if it seems like he's evil. He must know better. He's not. He doesn't. But thank goodness, my God is. And I have proof of that through this word and what's happening here in history, as well as the ultimate sacrifice of a God who came down and died for his people. Imagine Vothry going down and sacrificing himself for the people of Eulmore. Like, come on, no way. He did that. The Almighty did that. And he's setting that up now where we are. He allows Pharaoh to be here. I'm going to do all this. I'm not going to kill your entire nation, even though you're spitting in my face. No, I'm doing this. I'm setting you up so my name will be known, my worship will be given, and through that, my people will be loved and they will come into my glory, eventually through Christ, because all of this connects to Jesus, and it does, and we're going to get closer to that very soon. So he gives them a fair weather warning. There's still human will, and he allows us to have that. So, hey, I'm going to give you a warning, though. I know you're not going to take it, but I will give you a warning. You are still exalting yourself against my people and not let them go. He calls out Pharaoh. I see your heart. You're still doing this. I'm calling that out. Now, you can stop. You're not going to. But if you don't, I'm telling you what's going to happen. Behold, about this time tomorrow, once again, I'm giving you time. I will cause very heavy hail to fall, ice from the sky, frozen weather of destruction, such as has never been in Egypt from the day it was founded until now. You have never seen this, even the flood, which was not ice, it was water, same element, but you know what I mean. It will not happen again like this. Now therefore said, look what he does. He warns them, get your livestock, all that you have in the field to save for shelter. For every man and beast that is in the field and is not brought home will die when the hail falls on them. The Lord gave a warning, not just for a change of heart to like practically save, but also to test hearts. Remember, all of Egypt, like he said, will know my name. And by this point, it's pretty clear there is another God. I'm assuming they're, the gods they choose in the Egypt are real, but they're not, but whatever. There's another God come into play. And they've seen his work, so they've had time to think about it. Obviously, Pharaoh's not changing, and spoiler, he won't. But there are others in the land of Egypt. And God said, I will show it to the land of Egypt, all the people. And there is human will, and human will allows choice. He's giving people a choice, saying, if I'm telling you this is going to happen, go, whoever will listen, those who have ears, let him hear. Other Bible verse later. Go and cover yourselves and believe this. And here's what this does. Then whoever feared the word of the Lord among the servants of Pharaoh hurried his slaves and his livestock into the houses. But whoever did not pay attention to the word of the Lord left his stave and his livestock in the fields. Earlier, God made the plagues of the livestock, the boils, I think, the flies. Maybe the gnats too. I don't remember that one. I don't remember what that one was. But some of the later plagues up to this point not hit the land of Goshen where the Israelites are. They weren't hit, thereby making a distinction. These are my people because I chose them. This is because I chose them. And yes, they listen to me, but yes, I chose them. Now there's a second distinction made. He's inviting people of Egypt to, if you will bow to my name and my word, if you will listen and heed, which means worship, because if you heed something from a God, you're worshiping that God. If a person chooses to believe and follow a threat like this from a God, they obviously believe the God is real. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it. So by doing it, they honor the Lord, they fear the word of the Lord. They fear God as a real entity, as a being, and that brings them closer. He's giving Egyptians at this huge plague a choice. Now is your choice. You've seen, you have suffered because of the plagues. But that suffering was to bring you closer to me, because I am salvation, I am love. Without me, there is nothing but destruction, sin, and death. By your own merit, it will lead you to that yourselves, even if I don't do huge hellfire and stuff. So I'm giving you a choice. Now that you've seen it, will you choose? And it is a choice. Will you choose to believe? And some of them did. They were touched by the Lord and by the heart of the Lord, and they also chose, and they believed. They hurried and they believed. But some didn't, thereby showing the wonderful existence of us humans. Some will choose, some won't. So, everyone making the choice whether to or not, set in place. Next day comes, the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand toward heaven, so that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, on man and beast, and every plant and field, every living thing. man, animal, foliage in the land of Egypt. Then Moses stretched out his staff toward heaven, and the Lord sent thunder and hail, and fire ran down on the earth. Now, a lot of people think this fire is actual fire. From what I remember from my studies and the Bible ESV I have, the little footnotes, it's actually lightning. There's a term for it. Actually, they were talking about it on Constant Quendor, where there's a snowstorm with hail and damage, but there's also lightning, even though it's cold. I don't remember the thing about it, but he's the Lord. He can do it miraculously. Anyway, and so sent huge hail to destroy, as well as thunderbolts in the sky that also struck probably the ground. There was hail and fire flashing continuously in the midst of the hail, very heavy hail, emphasizing this hail is not like, oh, geez, it is like truck size and stuff, destroying what is below, such as had never been the land of Egypt since it became a nation. The hail struck down everything that was in the field in all the land of Egypt, both man and beast. And the hail struck down every plant of the field and broke every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, once again, the Israelites, where the people of Israel were, was there no hail. God sent huge judgment of the storm and the natural phenomena of creation to rain down hail fire. Now, notice, I did think about this when I was studying. It's hail. Notice it wasn't fire exactly. There was probably like the lightning strikes, of course, probably hit some stuff. But notice how it's hail. What makes me interested in this is God's mercy again. I think this is kind of an inference, but think about it. If it's hail, what's hail? Well, it's frozen water. Well, while the hail itself is very destructive, can destroy like giant boulders, basically. Right. After everything's said and done, what does hail do? Especially in the land of Egypt, where it's very hot. It melts. God did not send us a plague that would ruin the land and never be recoverable, like burn the ground, like salt the earth, burn the ground kind of thing. He sent a plague that would eventually, the effects would leave. A mercy, showing that, yes, but if you turn, there is rebuilding in this. I'm giving mercy. I'm sending hail, which is meltable. That's just me. I kind of noticed that. It could be, that might not be what he was doing. I don't want to infer the Lord. No. I just thought that was kind of interesting. Like, maybe that's a part of that, like the flood subsided and water evaporates, so everything in the world could continue afterwards, Now, keep in mind, in Revelation, whenever everything finally does end in the world, which I believe is true, I believe all this stuff is real, there will be hellfire. There will be fire. There will actually be fire destruction. So there will be burned earth eventually. Then, Pharaoh. Then Vothri, Pharaoh, sent and called Moses and Aaron and said to them, "This time have I sinned." Now notice a couple things. First off, he has a very sincere, he's calling them and he's admitting his sin, but as we humans do. Remember that whole justification like Ranjit did and stuff? Yeah, here we go. This time have I sinned. Not the other times, not any of the others, but this time I realize I have sinned. This time I see it. Oh, do you see? Oh, you see. Oh, you see, Pharaoh. Oh, you see. No. Yeah, see. He's calling out like, this time. I see that. Yes. I see I've sinned. It's like, no, cool. Good start. How about all the others? Well, no, this time, though. The Lord's in the right this time. He was in the right the whole time, but okay. And I and my people are in the wrong. Plead with the Lord, and watch this. For there has been enough of God's thunder and hail. I'm sorry, do you determine that? No, there's actually 3 more days of this. No. It's been enough. This is enough. This is enough divine righteousness. I concur this is enough. No, it's enough whenever he says it's enough, you dip. You were the one who said no. It's enough when he says so. Notice once again, it's not about whether it's enough or not, it's the heart. It's like when someone comes to the table after apology and be like, well, I accept. I know I'm sorry you felt that way. So I think I'll apologize for that. So I think it's enough that you've suffered through what I did to you. So it's like, what? No, you're not in this apology at all. This is insincere as crap. Your heart's so far from this. His heart's not here. Remember, this is both God's hardening of his heart, which he does by removing the conscience he gives us, which comes from him. We went no right and wrong without him. Right, no wrong after eating that tree. But it's also his personal choice. It's like, look, I'm choosing to stay in my ego. I'm still a god. I will let you go, and you shall stay no longer. I will let you go. I have the power to do that, as if the Lord couldn't plop him out and put him out. But notice he's not doing that. He's like, I will give you the ability to do so. Once again, the mercy. I'm giving you a chance, Pharaoh, and your people. Because some of the people, you'll find, as we're going, some of them did listen to the Lord, like we said. So maybe they'll go with the Israelites later. Some won't. And Moses catches this. Moses says this, and he's like, okay. As soon as I have gone out from the city, I will stretch out my hands to the Lord. The thunder will cease, and there will be no more hail, so that you may know the earth's the Lord. He says to him, no, when we leave by what the Lord has told us to do, then it will end, not before. You don't decide when this thing ends. The Lord does. And he said, let my people go. Until my people are left, it's not ending. So no. But as for you and your servants, I know you do not yet fear the Lord. He calls out his heart. He knows, like, this is insincere. I know that. I know that. Whenever I go out, I'm going to stop it. But it's the Lord's will of it being done, not what you're calling. And then we have a little thing here. And this looks weird. This right here, this part, 31 through 32, looks weird. But it is important. And I had to look at the footnotes to understand why. The flax and the barley were struck down, for the barley was in the ear, the flax was the blood. But the wheat and the emmer were not struck down, for they are late in coming up. Wait, so we're getting Egypt's agricultural knowledge here? Like, we're having why an agricultural drop of what's going on with, like, their farming methods? Cool. Why do we have this? Here's the reason it's important, and I had to do the research. The flax and barley, there are certain, and I have heard, because heaven knows I don't eat fruits and vegetables, I should. There are certain parts of crops, like crop times of harvest, right? Like you don't plant certain, I can't even give you an example. You don't plant a crop that's a winter crop. Well, there is a winter crop. You don't plant a spring crop in the fall, right? Like there are times for every crop. I'm sorry, I don't know these things. But there are certain times for the crops. Even I understand that. The flax and barley, which were the crop that was for this time, wherever this was happening, were struck down. They were destroyed. So yes, a lot of agricultural food and stuff was destroyed because the Lord said, if you don't bring it in, it's getting destroyed. But the wheat and the emmer were not struck down, for they're late in coming up. This next crop for the season to come was spared. It was not struck down. The Lord's giving mercy. He's saying, look, I'm not destroying, like he said before, I could destroy your entire way of being, your entire nation. I'm not doing that. So I can prove who I am, and so you will know, so that some hearts may turn. I'm having mercy. This is part of that. Some of your food will be destroyed because you're not bringing it, you're not listening. But even though your heart's in the wrong place, I'm still going to give mercy where you don't deserve it, and your next crops will be saved. I'm doing that for you. Loving God, even in judgment. But, you know, sometimes love doesn't reach a heart because they choose not to. So Moses went out from the city, from Pharaoh, and stretched his hands, and the thunder and hail ceased, and the rain no longer poured upon the earth. Hooray! See, it's gone. All right, let's let the people out. Let's go, Pharaoh. All right, but when Pharaoh saw that Pharaoh saw the rain, the hail, the thunder had ceased, when the pain was gone, which is supposed to turn us back to him, he sinned yet again and hardened his heart. He and his servants, the one who didn't listen. Remember the ones who were like, yeah. So the heart of Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people of Israel go, just like the Lord had spoken to Moses. This dude, oh my God.
Look at this dude.
I swear. But this is how people are. Vothri, terrible despots out in the world. They're told this is going to end terribly. I'm telling you, whether through the Lord directly like this or through what is right and wrong, you want to stop. Hardened heart. People can choose one way or another. And the Lord will allow that to happen because, all right, you made your choice. Just like he'll allow those Egyptians who did say, I fear you, Lord. I would like to know this God. Absolutely, come on in. I love you. I've loved you. I made you. Absolutely. But there will be justice as well. And that is who he is, a just God as well as a powerful God and a loving God. So, speaking of justice, let's see what justice was done to these jokers. So, like I said, every plague, there was an Egyptian god or a couple judged. And it kind of varies, different people have different depictions, but we know some of them for sure, and some of them we kind of guess. But it was for every single god. Like, every plague was to judge a god. We know that. So, which one for the seventh plague, which was hail? Well, there's actually a couple. It's the sky and weather, so you would imagine that there'd be a couple individuals. First one is What was the term? Epsilion, if you're still there, what was the term? He has had his nut. What was it? I don't remember. The good old pie scheming or whatever it was. Go watch back earlier in the episode today. There was like a statement about nut or whatever. The nut goddess, as it were. Nut, whatever her name is. I'm sorry, Newt. I don't know how to pronounce it. So she was, in the Egyptian religion, the goddess of the sky, vault of the heavens, always depicted a woman arched over the earth, Geb, of the earth god Geb. Remember Geb? We talked about Geb before. He was the one with the gnats. He was the god just for that. So if you look in the picture, you'll see her. She's like super stretched out, like long catting it, and she's over the earth, And if you look up pictures, I won't lie, this goddess, like the way they depict her, pretty beautiful. She's got like clothes of like constellations and stars, and they like move up into and like her hair, and it's like she's like an ethereal kind. It looks cool. I'll give it. It looks cool. Human imagination, man. All right. Used for terribleness this time though. Most cultures of regions where, and this guy got from Britannica, where there is rain, personified the sky as masculine, rain being the sea which fractures Mother Earth. Usually rain is masculine. In Egypt, however, rain plays no role in fertility. All the useful water in the earth is from the Nile. In Egypt, the Nile is where they deem all the water because they barely get rain. So once again, whenever the Nile was turned to blood, that had a big impact. That was like a big statement. Egyptian religion is unique in the genders of its deities earth sky. As the goddess of sky Nut swallowed the sun, evening gave birth to an evening morning. So Nut was like a big goddess for them, for the sky, and she like depicted it. So God's judging her about like she's not real. Then there's two others, Seth or Set, and this one should have a lot more to it because it's like a big Egyptian god. There's an ancient Egyptian god, the patron of the gnome, blah blah blah. A trickster, he was a sky god, lord of the desert, master of storms, disorder, and warfare. What greater storm of warfare is there than Storm herself, like through like God's power, like sending hailfire down on the ground below and destroying with truck-sized glacial impacts. So yeah, probably judging Set too. And then Shu. This one I had to look up a little bit, but this one kind of made sense to me. The god of light or air, and such personified the wind in the earth's atmosphere. Oh look! As the god of air, Shu represented the space between the earth and the heavens and gave breath to all life and all creatures. As a god of wind, sailors invoked him to provide goods, will prepare their boats. Clouds were considered to be his bones, and he supported the ladder by which the sea souls could reach to heaven. So he kind of has like some ethereal, everlasting kind of insinuation as well. They all do their gods, but his directly goes to it. So he's judged as well as like, no, I have power over that. So yeah, pretty big. So one of the biggest plagues, and yet even with hailfire from the sky, Pharaoh still was like, nah. And this goes to something important. I know that we humans often seeing is believing. And yes, it has a big effect as why God did these plagues so that many would see and believe, even the Egyptians. But we have to keep in mind, there were those who still did not. That is a fact. There were those who still didn't. And that comes to the point of, yes, seeing helps with believing. But the Lord demands belief before seeing. That's true faith. With evidence and stuff, yes, and the evidence placed in our heart about creation, everything, all that. But it still goes to that kind of thing of, well, if God showed himself, everyone would just believe. I disagree. We see it here. If God is real, and we take this as the God that is real, and we say, well, okay, I'll take the Bible as real in order to be this is the God. Well, if you just show you believe, no, they wouldn't. If we take the Bible stories as part of that God, which they are, it's his word. That's not true, because we see right here there are individuals, not just Pharaoh, his servants and others, who did not believe, even after seeing plague after miracle after miracle, still did not believe the whole time. And that just shows that it's a choice. It's the human mind justifying itself, like we talked about before. I refuse to believe in a God. I don't want that. And I know it's hard, but either it's choosing God to lead or it's choosing ourselves. And as we talked about with the Kingdom Hearts dives, it leads to destruction ourselves because we cannot manage ourselves as our own gods. We can try, but we won't fill that hole of hope and true joy that only he can give, a peace unlike the world does. And that's what I'm trying to put forward here with these streams, to understand the love that he puts forward. He is a strong God. He's a powerful God. He's also a merciful God. He's also a God of loving. And I know it seems like, well, that's just a single God of loving, but he is. Keep in mind, whenever he did the plagues, even the hail, he warned the Egyptians so that some would turn to him. Their hearts might not have been changed unless they saw something and was like, okay, now I'm going to change. So even the plagues were a mercy so that some would come to him. But not everyone did, because even then it is a choice. And we have that choice extended to us too. And Jesus is the answer to it. Choosing him is choosing the Almighty God. He is God. He did not count himself as lower than God, but chose to seek out for his Father's will in sacrificing himself for our sins so that we may come to know the Father through him. He is salvation through it. And what all of this is leading to, what we're studying now. So yeah, pretty powerful stuff and pretty insane. Like, we did Sodom and Gomorrah, smite there, and now we've got the hailfire. And there will be other times too where the Lord shows his might. There's a time with Elijah where he shows his might, and yet the priests there, a lot of the fake priests still do not follow. We'll get there. Human experience, everyone. Anyway, I hope your human experience is blessed in the coming week. I hope you have a great time going forward. I hope you have a great week or day or whatever you're having. And remember, the Lord loves you, and he is seeking out earnestly for love and to be able to bring you into his presence. He loves you. Maybe just give it a little bit of a choice, a little bit of a shot, just a little bit of a look. Count the cost, but I hope that this shows a little bit of the God I know and who saved me, and what he can do for maybe someone out there who's suffering in some other way. I don't know you're suffering. He does. And yeah. So yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling at this point. Anyway, God bless every single one of you. I will see you later. And yeah, keep posted on Twitch and everything. I'll try to get everything ready for what's going to happen with that kind of stuff. Anyway, goodbye for now. Where's my ending? There it is.